That's what he said.
Everybody, welcome to Dungeons & Dragons Monday Night Mayhem.
Woo! Yeah! Let's kill stuff.
All right, thank you very much for adventuring with us, everybody. My name is Jeff from Super Geeked Up. We always appreciate you tuning in. This is Monday Night Mayhem. We play different role-playing games every week, and we're actually back to Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition. It's been a little while since we played this, so we're back to kind of our main campaign in this game.
Yes.
We'll catch you up on that in just a second, what's been going on. Or you could go to supergeekedup.com, and there's the Dungeons & Dragons page there, and you can read all about it too there. There's all the synopses of past stuff and all about our characters and all that good stuff that you can, plenty of reading to do there. And we're going to introduce our characters in just a minute. If you're watching live, thank you very much. There is a live chat going on right next to the YouTube video that we'll share your comments as we play. I'll go check that in just a minute. And of course, you can also tweet us at Super Geeked Up during the show. All right, let's see here. Let's do some character intros on them. Marks, if you can go over to the, I don't know if you have access to all of them or not, actually. If you go to the character tab, try going there.
Sure.
But let's introduce our characters here. So yeah, I'm going to click on Kalina there for a second. There you go. So this is my character, Kalina. She is a half-elf rogue. So she likes being really stealthy and sneaking around. And she doesn't take things too seriously. She's kind of sarcastic. She's got a good sense of humor. She's got a soft spot for kids. She's been on the search for her birth mother. That's kind of been her main through line for this campaign. This is getting a little closer. She's found out some stuff about her. Hasn't found her yet, but found out her mother was Cyre. That's the group of people that we're trying to save in this world from being wiped out. And I don't know what else. Oh, she can do some magic. She got the arcane trickster type, so she can do some like illusion-based magic, mostly an enchantment-based magic. Nothing too crazy, but that kind of stuff. And she likes using her handy rapier, as you see in the drawing there. Those drawings are by Brent Hibbard, by the way. He's a very cool artist I've worked with on the comic books before. Thank you, Brent, for doing those. All right, let's move on to Trip, who plays Finn.
Sure. So I play Finn. I'm a druid following Circle of the Moon. Right now we're at 11th level, so I've been excited to have some new special powers. I can actually change into elementals now, in addition to being all different kinds of animals. Some fun spells also too recently that I've gotten is transport through plants, so I can actually go to different locations as long as there's a large plant in both locations, anywhere on the same plane. So it feels very powerful to me, and I don't know why I've got this power, but it's pretty awesome. Anyway, so Finn doesn't take things too seriously. He's a little bit of a jokester. He loves animals a lot. His tagline is, "What happens in the barn stays in the barn." So that might tell you a little bit too much about Finn. And anyway, I am very worried about this upcoming episode, though, and I know Somnus will give a fill-in on things, but we are currently potentially running away from a vampire disaster that is probably coming right our way. So we will
it's all gonna
see
be
what happens. What's
It's
that?
all going to be puppies and kittens. There's nothing
Oh,
bad.
yeah. No problems. All right.
Vampire Disaster, folks, is also the name of the upcoming sci-fi original movie.
Oh!
Also known as Total Party Kill.
Yes. Is it Vampnado?
Yeah, speaking of that, anybody see Sharknado 5 that just premiered on Sci-Fi?
Oh,
Nope.
No.
I actually have not seen any of the Sharknado movies ever.
I've seen the first one.
I've seen the first 2 or 3.
The best title is number 3. Oh hell no! That's just what it's called.
Oh yeah, that's good. Oh hell no!
I actually read a very interesting article from the Hollywood Reporter recently. It broke down the whole thing of making Sharknado, and like how they could not get anybody to be in it at first, and now everybody wants to be in it.
Of course. Cameos for everyone.
Yeah, there's like 100 cameos or something in this new one or over.
Right.
I interviewed the director once.
Yeah.
For sure, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said when they were filming, they're just like, we don't know what's gonna happen because we're like filming like, yeah, you climb up the ladder and then this CGI shark that you don't see is going to jump up there and get you and all that stuff. And I'm like, it's either going to be awesome or total crap. We don't know.
And the reality is it's somewhere in the middle, right? Between awesome and crap.
There is that point where a movie is so bad, it's good.
Yeah. I think that's what they're basically counting on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they thought that was like some serious art piece or something. The shark with the tornado. Sharknado.
Right.
By the way, in the chat, Victor Snyder is watching us there in the live chat. Thank you, Victor. He says, hello, folks. I think my dog Sherlock is trying to use his Jedi mind powers on me. Well, first off, great name for a dog. Why was he trying to make you do, Victor? Give him treats or something? And then he says, I heard the next sci-fi movie is Vampire Shark Zombie Attack from Mars. That very well could be.
Could be.
Wow. Could be.
I would believe that.
Jeez.
All right, let's go on.
Or is that just what your dog told you?
Yeah. Let's go on to
You
Marks.
must write this.
Let's go on to Marks, who plays Carve.
Oh. All right, let me pull it up here. All right, so I play
We'll just
Carve
start talking
with the
about
black.
It's fine.
I play Carve with the Black Claw from the Talenta Plains, and he's a halfling, but unlike your normal halfling, like a hobbit, for example, he instead of like hanging out and smoking pipes and sitting around in
Avoiding
chairs,
adventures.
avoiding the adventures of his bare feet, it's hairy bare feet. He actually they hunt creatures and ride dinosaurs and stuff. So a little cooler in a way, at least a little more action oriented. He's a ranger of the hunter archetype, and his entire tribe was wiped out.
Oh, did we just lose Marks?
I think
I
we
hope
did.
not.
All right.
Did we?
His whole tribe was wiped out.
Just,
He tried for many days.
to make him legendary.
All right. Well, we lost some of that, but
you got cut out.
That's fine. We got the gist.
It was legendary. I'm sorry.
He's legendary. Yeah, that's all you need to know.
Basically, yes.
All right. Now
And
we
his
can show
goal is to make us all legends. Yes?
Not heroes.
Legends.
let's go over to Tulthus, and since Nate's running a little bit late, Tripp's going to introduce him.
Sure. Yes, hello, I am Tulthus. I am a meat shield. I am a barbarian warforged, and I like to kill everything. There you go. That's Tulthus.
Seems reasonable.
Sounds reasonable. I have a lucky loincloth, and I will never reveal what is underneath it. But it is magical.
Oh, boy. All right. All
There
right.
you go. That's Tulthus.
Yep, that was great. Nate will be proud.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we can thank you, Marks, and get rid of those characters, and we can go back. Actually, wait, no, let's
Don't get rid of them.
Yeah, no, keep the roll screen on there. We need the dice. We need the dice.
No, we've been playing this too long. Don't get rid of the characters.
So, folks, on the right-hand side of your screen, you're going to see the dice rolls happen. In the middle of the screen, and Marks, you can probably zoom in if you want. You'll see there's a continent of Corvair, and you'll see different maps and stuff, and all that stuff on the middle part of your screen. All right. Cool. Let's turn things over to Somnus, who is our dungeon master, who will catch you up on what's been going on in this D&D campaign.
Alrighty. So last time we fought the Soulless. No, wait, that's a different thing. No, in this game we have been working on trying to find out what Irtan has been up to. Uthar Irtan has been a dedicated enemy of the Cyrans, at first working at the behest of Kymethest, but now with Kymethest having given up on his crusade against the Cyrans, Irtan is operating on his own. Now, he had been hiding out in a city called Greywall, that is over on the edge of Droam and the Brelish border. The group went there to try to find out what he's been up to, because he's been there for some time. And while they were getting reports of what he was doing, none of it seemed very substantial, which was sort of odd. When they got there, they actually ran into vampires who seemed to have an interest in them. Coming to find that maybe an old foe who wanted a book they destroyed hasn't really forgotten about them. And seems to have allied.
Forgettable. I don't know why. I don't know why he hasn't forgotten. Just forget those guys.
You know, when somebody costs you your chance at true immortality, some people get a little bitter about that. But it seems that
I should have been like, hey, I wasn't part of that, you know. Cool.
I don't even know these guys.
Know these guys. What's up with
that? So he seems to have joined forces with Irtan and tried to spring a trap to kill the party while they were in Greywall. But they managed to escape along with Haldan de Deneth, who's been a longtime ally of theirs. And they made for the borders of Breland and from there headed to New Cyre, figuring that at this point, the vampire and the nobleman are probably going to be headed that way to try to slaughter the Cyran people. Right. And while the group has made efforts to increase the defenses around New Cyre, they're not the sort of defenses that are going to hold against vampires who would be able to cross over the walls flying or otherwise with relative ease.
Is that a vampire in the background?
No, that would be a mastiff.
Oh.
Equally as dangerous.
Those mastiff packs. Anyway, hopefully not.
Later.
Nope.
There are arch enemies of vampires. That's why he's getting all riled up.
Oh,
to the B word.
Yes.
So what the final bit of detail that the group found out after talking with Alvarian de Civis, the new head of the Civis speaker post in New Cyre, was that there has been a disaster in Sharn. The Irtan estate no longer exists. Something wiped out the estate, killing most of the Irtan family. And they have a strong suspicion that that might have been the widow, and that she may have in her possession the Black Sun, an item that they felt was too dangerous to bring back to Corvair.
Yes.
And so that's where we pick up, right about, after reading the Korenberg Chronicle article about the destruction in Sharn.
And we're in New Cyre?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, here comes Tolthus.
Greetings.
There you go.
What's going on, guys?
All right. Well, Trip already did his introduction for you, so we're taking care of that.
That's fine. I'm glad. He does great introductions.
It was amazing. It was amazing.
Oh, I don't know. But I did say what's underneath your loincloth must be magical.
Oh, is this a map of New Cyre?
Wow, this is new.
Oh, awesome. Did a great job.
Wow.
All right.
Holy crap. How are we going to protect all those houses? Now, so clearly we have a potential of some very powerful vampire coming our way. Haldan's with us, right?
Yeah. Haldan's with you, and here's the thing. Assuming they still have to cross all of Breland to get here, you have a little time. Okay?
Yes.
You may not have, as much as you'd like, because depending on how the vampires travel.
Right.
They don't tire.
Right.
Nor do they need to eat or sleep.
They could basically full tilt run the entire way.
Yes. So
I'm sorry. Are the vampires? I can't remember. Are the vampires like teamed up with the bad guys?
It
Trying to do
appears
this?
that way because they were fighting along Irtan and the assassin from Thorani.
Okay.
So a whole gaggle of.
Yeah, so I know we discussed this briefly last time, I think, but I'm just wondering if there is anyone in New Cyre or Halden or anyone that we know that would be a specialist in battling against vampires. But
I can think of someone from way back.
You have
yeah,
to go to Thrain, probably.
Thrain, is that where he is?
She.
I'm sorry. Who is this again? I'm sorry. Just briefly tell me.
Well, this would be way back when you went to destroy the book.
Right.
Mhm. Our train got ambushed.
Yeah, well, yeah, to the train got ambushed, but you did make a good impression on Captain Nora Drozen.
Mhm.
Right.
She's a captain in the Knights of Thrain.
Yes.
And she's also allied to a High Cardinal.
Mm-hmm.
And the Church of the Silver Flame certainly has no love for any undead.
Right.
Yep.
All right. So, I think we should send word to her immediately and let her know that we are potentially dealing. Well, we should just explain the situation through speaker post,
yes,
but have it done as private. However, also let her know that if she is willing to come and join us or give a, if she's willing to give us advice, great. But if she is willing to actually come and join us, that I could actually set up a situation where I could come through a tree to a place where we have both been to before to quickly come and get her if she's willing to come.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
And thankfully, with Alvarian there and having the new speaker post station, that actually makes it quite easy.
That's great.
To send the message to Flamekeep.
Good.
And so it, of course, Alvarian says it may take, a day or so for them to get the message to her.
Okay.
But she should have it and be able to respond within a day or so.
Okay. All right. That sounds very reasonable. That's great. Yeah. Thank you, Alvarian.
There are plenty of trees and whatnot around Flamekeep. You saw plenty of them.
Oh, yes, of course.
Tothos will be happy. He was enamored with Nora Drozen, seeing her fight in full plate very adeptly.
Well, yeah, and you saw her smiting vampires with holy power. She's a paladin of the Silver Flame.
Yes, that would be incredible if we could get her to come.
Okay. Now, how much are you well, you kind of have to tell. So, because in order to send the speaker post, you have to basically tell the representative what to send. So, Alvarian is sending the message himself, but he says to you, okay, obviously what you send is your business, and will go no further than us two. Okay.
Yes.
However, I can't help but notice that you're planning on bringing a potential set of Thrain patriots into Brelish territory. You might want to be careful.
Yeah, that is true.
That's all I'm saying. He says, that's all I'm saying.
Let's just talk to the Brelish commander here.
Well, yeah. Obviously say, hey, these guys, would be under our protection since they will help assist in defending New Cyre, which is a part of Breland.
I thought we've talked to that guy before anyway, haven't we?
We have.
Well, we have, but we haven't talked to him about bringing in.
I mean, we know who he is.
We're bringing in trained troops into.
Right. Yeah, we haven't discussed that, so we definitely need to discuss that with him and see how that goes. Also, while we're here at the post, let's think of anybody that we do need to notify about this. Let's go ahead and send
Sariana.
Yeah, to Sariana and let her basically know what's going on and if she is able to provide assistance.
I also want to ask her if she has any idea where the widow is.
Right.
Also, the oh my god, what was the name of the elf that's supposed to get together with Carve and repopulate his tribe?
She hasn't agreed to that yet.
Not to mention that isn't possible, but okay.
Are you telling us that those parts don't fit together? Come on!
I'm just saying that there aren't any halfling half-elves.
Right, okay.
They'll be the first.
Fine.
They'll be half-halves.
Quarterly.
Well, you know what? If one of you drops dead, I'll just resurrect you, and maybe you'll get lucky and end up as the same race. All right.
Oh, there we go.
I still can't remember the name of the Valinar, though.
Valinar, Inatosh, isn't it?
No, Inatosh is
No.
the Kalishtar.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
The psychic warrior who aided us in the battle with all those demons.
I'd like to send a message to Inatosh and just say that potential major danger ahead. If you would like to assist, come meet us in New Seer immediately, but not actually go into detail what it is.
Okay.
Bring garlic, holy water, and mirrors.
Naturally.
To keep it in code.
So Nyath is the Valinar elf.
That's it.
But again, you don't have a good way of reaching her. You know approximately where she was going to be, but at Terra Shantara. But I mean, you could send a message to the speaker post, but who knows when she'd get it.
Right.
Right. So we potentially have at least a message to Sariana, Inatash, and is it Nora Drozden? Is that
Drozen.
Drozen.
In the live chat, by the way, Victor wants to know how large are Drozen's holy powers. I guess, like, what's the extent of her powers?
She smites pretty good.
Yeah. And divine energy against a vampire is not something they like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's their antithesis.
I mean,
Stops
theoretically,
them from being
if you're
able
gonna
to regenerate and things like that.
I mean, theoretically, if you're going to take a paladin or something and like break it in 20ths, you know, where would that be? Between 1 and 20? I don't know. I know it's theoretical.
Yeah.
You could. I mean, okay. So, I mean, definitely, there are there any other people that you're reaching out to?
Definitely want to contact Jameson. Tell him never invite anyone inside the house that you don't know. No, you may not come in.
We don't even know if that applies here, right? That rule.
I'm
You
not.
could
actually
roll
sure
religion.
I would love to speak to an expert.
Well, you could roll religion to see.
Let's all roll religion, and I'm going to use guidance with that.
Well, actually, real quick, Trip, did your mentor, Karag, did he happen to take on any new disciples?
I mean, I can certainly contact him. I'm just not sure about getting them here quickly. But, you know, we could certainly ask.
Oh my god, those religion rolls.
Are they good or terrible?
Mine's pretty good.
That's terrible. I wrote a 2.
Let's see. I'll go ahead and roll mine.
Oh, well, let me give you guys some guidance too, though.
Mine's worse. Or, well, might as well be.
Oh, is that a +4?
Sure.
I got 19 then.
Nice.
Okay, with
Well,
a
that's
little bit
good.
of guidance. Okay, you do know that vampires do have to get an invitation to enter a home. They have to have an invitation.
Right.
So it
But-
would not
but not a
apply
public
to
place.
like tavern rooms or things like that where it's not, the person doesn't actually own the place. And a tavern being a public place, anyone is free to enter.
Right.
Right. And the I would assume that our instant fortress could also be considered a place that you'd have to be invited into, maybe?
Well, that is also magically protected.
Yes. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it technically, well, you've kind of made it a public place, though. You've opened it to be a haven for the people.
Right. Yeah.
But they'd still have to get in, although vampires can get in a little easier than most people.
Yeah.
Simply for the fact of there are arrow slits, to be able to defend it, but that's also an opening that they might be able to get through.
So have we heard? I mean, I've heard of things before of, and I don't know about this world. I don't know if we've heard in this world that vampires can turn into like a cloud or gas
with
and
that
go
19,
through things.
yes.
Okay.
I mean, with a 19, now not all vampires have those
Okay.
abilities, but there are certainly records of vampires that were capable of such things.
All
Now,
right.
the vampires that you guys fought, they never did any of that.
Mhm.
Right.
They didn't turn to mist. They didn't become wolves. They didn't shapeshift. In fact, even the one that was fleeing away from you didn't shapeshift. It just crawled along the walls and the roofs of the buildings and didn't ever change forms.
Yeah. So what are things that I've heard of that that super powerful vampires have been able to do? Because what concerns me most is the last encounter with all of these underlings. They kept talking about the master.
Well, as
So-
long as it's not Strahd, I think we might be okay.
Well, okay.
By the way, in the chat, Victor wants to know, what if the vampire sees a welcome mat on the front door?
Right. Damn it.
Come in.
Okay.
I'm still in.
Should just add welcome, unless you're a vampire.
Right.
Right.
Or a little asterisk, flip over for more instructions.
Right.
That would be great.
And I feel pretty strongly that I would have heard of things about. I mean, I don't really know, but are there records of garlic or holy symbols or
No,
holy
garlic,
water working?
Garlic is not going to hold one
Okay.
of them at bay.
Well,
Okay,
Right.
that's not going. Holy water will burn them.
Mhm.
Okay, that's good to know.
The religious artifacts repel them.
Priests of true faith can attempt to turn them back. But that's part of the whole turn undead class feature as part of them. But
like in Catholicism, the cross. Is there anything equivalent here that would?
no, there is nothing that will turn a vampire aside other than divine power channeled through a cleric that would be able to force them back. Okay.
What if we just eat an incredibly, huge amount of garlic, and then if it attacks us, breathe in its face? Would that
Well, certainly
possibly
you can
repel
keep,
it?
That'll keep other people away from you.
All
but,
right. That's fine.
What about running water?
running water is a
Yes.
danger to them.
Oh, really?
but only
Like they can't
if
cross
were-
it, right?
Well, they can, but not like they could fly over it high above. But like it's only a danger to them if they're submerged in it. If they were submerged in running water, it would burn them.
Ooh.
Oh, so if it's a river, it's gonna burn them. But if it's like a lake, they're
A lake
fine.
or something like that, no.
I never got
Interest-
the whole running water thing in vampires. That was always a weird one to me.
Well, it's cleansing water, taking the filth
Yeah,
away.
Okay.
Kind of thing.
That makes more sense, I guess.
I suppose vampires don't urinate, do they?
Maybe they urinate blood.
Gross.
Ew. Wouldn't that get clotty? Just kidding.
They can't get in the sun, right?
No,
Right.
the sun burns them, and that's also a vampire who is trapped in sunlight often cannot use their supernatural abilities.
Unless it's
So-
Ravenloft.
All right. So wait.
Actually, believe it or not, Ravenloft actually gives them more unique weaknesses. Someone of true faith can actually hold their holy symbol up and have a chance of being able to turn a vampire aside.
Cool.
So we think what? There's a bunch of these vampires on the way here under Urtan.
Well,
Well-
under whoever their master is, who seems to have allied with
Okay.
Irtan.
Yeah.
So that
'cause-
means
Yeah.
they're either traveling only at night or they're in some kind of covered thing during the day traveling, right?
Right.
So should we, if they're traveling by day, like in coffins or some kind of covered thing, that could be an opportunity for us to take them out, possibly. in advance.
Possibly. The problem is, well, you've got a bit of space to
Yeah, I know.
search
To
between
know,
New
figure out
Cyre
where they're coming.
Yeah.
We have an airship though.
and with you do
Well,
have an
do.
airship.
That's the thing, because if somebody is transporting an army,
It's like a caravan. It's not that hard to spot from the air, probably.
the thing is, how are they going to get all of these men? Because I think we've gone over this before. How are they all going to get here without raising some kind of alarm? Because Irtan is obviously in a place, unless they were obviously setting up a trap for us there and waiting out their time. Again, one suggestion was possibly instantaneous transportation, but that's less likely.
Well, the original premise there was trying to raise an army of monsters.
Right, and things obviously have changed.
Right. If he's taken mostly humans or humanoids that could cross, terrain without looking out of place, the idea was he's not going to be able to march an army of ogres and harpies and, that kind of thing across Breland. That's just not going to
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah,
There's
definitely not.
no way that you could manage that without somebody having a fit. But a large group of people
Mhm.
and unarmed people moving across,
Right.
that's not going to raise eyebrows like a horde of monsters running across the.
Yeah.
Well, at least I think we should have Cyrus. We should the speaker post him and tell him like start flying around and looking out for like some kind of.
You're a terrible person, Victor.
No, what Victor say?
What if the vampire has their own airship?
All right.
Well,
them
great.
all.
Thanks for that great suggestion. Now he's probably going to do that.
How many people can the tower hold?
A good few, but there are a couple thousand people
Right. See,
in New Cyre.
Do you mean our fortress? Is that what you mean by the tower?
well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our fortress.
Isn't it like 40 by 40 by 90 or something?
It's large.
It is.
It's
Yeah.
double the size of a normal.
And it's
Folding
two
fortress.
stories from what I remember
Mhm.
'Cause
reading.
I'm just thinking, like, how many civilians can we fit in there? Because more likely than not, the vampires won't be able to reach them. Because again, this is a situation where either we have to somehow corral everyone into a safe location, or evacuate them before this attack hits.
Or curfew at night and tell them not to invite anybody in.
It's true. I mean,
that's not a bad idea actually at all.
I know something that came up last time is, whether we were going to broadcast that there are vampires coming. I mean, it definitely could result in major panic with everyone in the entire city. But I guess the question is it better for them to know what's coming or not know what's coming?
I mean, if there's a lot of vampires and they get past the wall, a lot of people are going to die if they're out and about.
Mm-hmm.
Does fire kill vampires?
Fire can burn vampires. Yes.
Ooh.
In fact, fire is an excellent
deterrent.
well, it's an excellent idea because it's an elemental attack that anyone could technically wield.
Mm-hmm.
While you definitely know that the greater vampires, the stronger ones, nothing short of magical weapons is going to cut them or really hurt them. Okay. Or at least not cut them or hurt them very well. Okay. Right. They can change shape. They can, turn into bat, wolf, mist. They are incredibly tough. They're fast. They have the ability to force their will on someone else. And some of them can call creatures to them.
Mm-hmm.
Like swarms of bats or wolves or, those sorts of things.
Well, I think we should let the forces here know that maybe they should all have like flaming arrows at the ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to know, or if they're not prepared, they're going to get wiped out.
Flaming arrows, torches, and model-off cocktails, Seriously.
Alchemist's fire.
Alchemist fire. Are we able to get Alchemist fire? Just out of curiosity.
Is the wall wood or
stone? That's Tripp's work.
Yeah.
He used shape earth.
Yes.
What if we do something where we can make it flammable, like along the wall?
Yeah, can we pour something
like pitch?
Pitch, yeah. Let's put pitch all over it.
Yeah,
on the outside.
Well,
I mean, it won't last. It'll last a little while, but yeah, I mean, a flaming wall would be something.
Right.
Yeah.
Why don't we have like that at different stations with guards that they can
and then set it up with
down or whatever. If
braziers, where they can light their arrowheads on fire and launch them from there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Also, I mean, I'm not saying that I don't like your idea, Tolthus, but I'm sort of thinking maybe if we know that there is an imminent attack, that all women that are not fighting stock, but basically women that are not fighters, children, and the elderly into the fortress.
Okay.
And anyone else that is willing to fight.
Right. Basically, we, sign up, say, hey, anybody who wants to volunteer for a militia, step right up. Otherwise, we're going to need, obviously anyone who can't fight to go lock themselves away in this tower that can't be intruded upon.
Sure.
I think this is your moment, Jeff. You need to reveal what you are, and you need to give a pep speech.
Well, the other thing to keep in mind, though, any home that's closed, they cannot enter without invitation.
Right. But
now, that doesn't mean they can't set the house on fire.
Yeah.
But
and there's obviously, I assume at this point, going to be fire involved. So
yeah.
Well, but also what you're saying too, though, Somnus, is now the fortress is a public place. So
technically, kind of. I mean, at this point, you could say it's metaphysically questionable because
but it magical protection. So
right, the idea of the invitation being that this is a home. It is owned by a set of people, and this family. It's something about the sanctity of the home that keeps a vampire from being able to enter without invitation.
Right.
Okay. So yeah, it sounds like maybe we give the people a choice with that, whether they want to be in the fortress or if they want to risk it in their own home too. Knowing that as long as they don't invite somebody in that they do not know who it is, that they should be okay, but keep a fire extinguisher by their door. No, a bucket of water. A bucket of water and a torch.
As to putting pitch all along the wall, that would be an incredibly massive project.
All right.
Because it's not like they have pitch handy. So
right. Now, making flaming arrows, I mean, that is a relatively easy thing to do and to mass produce.
Yeah.
What if like dry brush or something? Could you make that trip like so it's really flammable and spot?
Well, the problem with dry brush is it would go up very quickly. I mean, it'd be a flash in the pan.
Yeah.
Do we have oil?
So,
I don't know.
So definitely we're getting our archers aimed up with flaming arrows.
Right. So yeah, I know last time we mentioned trying to get together some holy water. Is there someone here within the city that can bless water, or is that something we would need from somewhere else?
You might need to get it from somewhere else. I mean, there is a priest here who is a true believer and can, he's a priest of the sovereign host.
Okay.
And he is trying to make holy water, but there's only so much he can do.
All right.
By himself. Now, you do get a response from Sariana, and Sariana says that she will be hiring a contingent of Denyth mercenaries.
Oh.
So the Bladesmark Guild will be showing up to assist.
Right.
Yeah, Tolthus used to work under House Denyth for mercenary contracts.
And she's making sure that part of the contingent is spellcasters.
Oh,
great.
Schwanky.
Awesome.
Nice.
Obviously, you guys know that she can't intervene personally.
Sure.
Now, I'm guessing that probably all these preparations are happening over several days. So
yeah, definitely. This is something else I would like to do. I would like to go ahead and shape the earth again. A couple key locations.
Okay.
I would like to create 4 different pits, basically kind of in a square around the folding fortress. Not like surrounding the whole thing, but just in a couple areas. But I basically want to create like a 12-foot square pit that water will go into. So forming 4 water pits.
Okay. You're going to try to get somebody to bless those, aren't you?
Which should really only take me a couple hours to do the pits themselves. And I also have a spell called Control Water. So I don't know if there's a small river or a creek.
I was just hoping I could rage grapple a bunch of vampires and just try to drown them in the holy water.
Well, I mean, that's kind of an idea. If we can get somebody to bless the water and douse something in it where it completely gets submerged. I mean, that's the idea, for real, you know?
You could pull water up from the well.
Okay.
From the wells.
Yeah. Let's do that. Let me also put 1 at
In the chat, by the way, Victor says he needs to start selling holy water in this town.
right.
Yeah, make a lot of money, man.
Just for the fun of it, and because I see these different locations, let me go ahead and do the same thing. One basically to the side, to kind of the front entrance, but also a little to the side.
Oh, what if we? By the way, hi to Chris Hadley, who just joined us in the chat. Hey, Chris.
Hey.
What if we, at some places, maybe even by the front entrance or somewhere, what if we like dug it in a hole almost and covered it so they like would fall into it as they ran? They didn't know it was there.
I
mean, I'm willing to give that a shot. Yeah.
My only worry is that vampires are generally very dexterous, especially if they're hungry. So it could slow them down, but
yeah. Well, the thing is, if I'm saying we disguise it so they don't know. Like
right,
it's like,
like
you know,
make a pitfall.
A pitfall, basically, yes, but with water in it, holy water. So if they fall in it, they're just dead. You know, ideally.
Well, hopefully.
I mean, if they get submerged in water, I think they're going to be dead in holy water.
I honestly don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure either, but they're going to be in a lot of pain, I think, for sure.
Just get a bunch of vials of holy water and force feed it to them so they boil from the inside out.
Right.
So there's no like sewage system or anything we have to worry about, right?
No.
Okay.
No, this
one good
is
thing about the
chamber
limit-
pots and yeah.
Okay, good. They won't pop
There we
it
go.
out.
Everybody fills their chamber pot with holy water and throws it at the vampires.
That's where the saying comes from. Holy sh.
Right.
Oh, hey, the Pancake King is back in the chat.
Hey, pancake.
Hey.
He says, "Don't do it. That water is nasty." What water? Holy water or sewage water? I don't know.
Both.
Probably sewage, unless he's a demon.
Right? Yeah, holy water is not nasty unless you're a vampire or a demon.
Well, question, Jeff. I'm just trying to think this out, though. If we were to do that, like around the city gate or something, like a main entrance, I mean, we just have to make sure everybody in the city knows about it, and there's
right.
a safe passage.
Yeah, we don't want other people falling into it.
Yeah. Or another idea, but I don't know if this excites you as much, but I wonder if we had a group that, you know, got together. I don't know if there's actually like a bridge thing or a walkway over the city gate, but we could have you know, guards with buckets or cisterns of holy water ready to dump it on vampires coming through.
That's a good idea.
Do you like that? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So you do get a response from Nora. She has the permission of the High Cardinal to bring a force of 20 Knights of Thrain with her through.
Nice.
Let's talk to the town guard, to the commander.
Well, obviously inform them. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, do we still have to do that, or we've assumed we've already done that?
I would assume we're doing this at the same time all this stuff is going down, but we just need to make sure that we've discussed.
Well, what I'm asking Sam is are we going to role play that, or are we just saying we did it?
I mean, once you know the number coming through, I mean, if you advise them that it's 20 of the knights, they'll be okay with it. I mean, that's really kind of a small force to come in, and but you know, by the same token, you know, they don't know the capabilities of them. But again, 20 versus, you know, the Brellish military that's already stationed here would not last long.
Yeah.
So send her a message back. I arrange a tree and a time for them to be ready for me to come through and for them to run through.
Okay.
So
it's actually going to take you 2 days because you can only cast that spell once, right?
I can only cast that spell once. And
I think it's a one-way trip.
Marks, we just lost the screen share, just so you know.
Let me double check on that. I know that it opens, I think, for 1 minute.
So we just lost Marks. I'm sure I'll be back, folks. But Nate, can you do a screen share?
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
No
By the way, Sam, I know you had gotten distracted by Victor's thing about vampires and airships, but I had said a while ago about if we could get Cyrus to kind of do some aerial surveillance to see if he could spot any, caravans or armies.
Right. Shambling.
Okay, so yeah, you're right. It looks like it's only the one. I would have to go through, step through it and exit, and then I think we'd have to do it again. You're right.
No, actually it says you can use this transportation ability once per round for the duration.
Oh,
you must end each turn outside a tree. So as long as you're concentrating on it,
okay,
you basically once per minute or once per round, you can use it.
Okay.
So as long as they're there and waiting, and you don't have to, wait for them to, you can bring them back. So, so you bring Nora and the Knights back through, and she basically advises you that every member there is a paladin, and one of the final members is actually a cleric of the Silver Flame.
Nice.
Great.
Most excellent.
Which means that's a cleric with the light domain.
Yes. So let's brainstorm with that cleric as far as what the cleric usually would do in an encounter with a vampire. I just advise the cleric too that I do have the ability to do one sunbeam spell, said in magical terms.
And she says that would be an exceptional weapon against the vampire. She says the other thing that would be important, certainly for some of you, would be having someone place a protection from evil on your group.
Ah, good point. Yes.
Because, if you don't want one of your number changing sides.
Right. Oh, that's true, because vampires can command people, correct? If they get into your head.
They're powerful
persuasion.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. And do we need to be in a certain radius from the person that's casting the protection from evil?
The protection works just on an individual.
Okay.
So it's a
So basically,
it's one person.
If we're fighting together, then one of the paladins could cast that on one of us, or would they be casting that on themselves, or do they automatically have protection from evil?
Depends on the paladin type.
Okay.
In the chat, Victor wants to actually know, are all of us in the group that are players good? I don't think so. Kalina is good.
Tolfus is lawful neutral.
Neutral, right? Yes, he's neutral.
Right.
Is Finn good or neutral?
Good. I'm chaotic good.
Yeah, I'm chaotic good too. And then is Carve? We have a question in the chat. Is Carve good or neutral? Marks or evil?
Or evil.
I'm chaotic good.
Oh, we got 3 chaotic goods and 1 lawful neutral.
Yeah. Now, I don't think I'd be able to open up my bakery shop good berries without the good. Otherwise, it would be neutral berries or evil berries, and I don't know if anybody would come into that bakery shop.
Like, hey guys, let's go to neutral berries. It's very bland.
Nah, yours not very good. Yeah.
I'm pretty meh about the place.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
indifferent
it's not
to
that
it.
it's not good. It's just, yeah, you're right. Meh. Well, that's what I'm on the mood for. All right. Anyway.
as far as the cleric is saying, our purpose here is to protect the people. Okay.
Yes.
Our magic and our combat is going to be with the undead wherever they may be within the city walls. I'm simply advising you on strategies that you can use.
Absolutely. Okay. Here's a good question: Do they make potions of protection from evil?
That is a good question.
It would be good to know if there is a.
I don't think so, because it's a spell that, if I remember right, requires.
Yeah, there isn't really a potion for that, because it's divine versus the opposite of divine.
Right.
Actually, it's not a concentration spell.
It's not? Okay.
No. Interesting. Well, no, it's saying up to 10 minutes. Yes, it is concentration. So generally, potions normally don't have effects that mimic concentration spells.
Also, send I want advisement from the cleric, but I'm thinking of sending something to Jameson to check in at all the magic shops in Sharn to see if any of them sell something that you don't have to be attuned to that's a protection from evil. But yes, I mean, is protection from evil only in spell form as far as you know, or are there items that you can possess that protect you from evil? I just don't know. I'm just wondering if I can, do a quick spell into Sharn and.
Well, I guess there are some
and grab 4 rings or 4 beads or something else that would protect us from evil. But of course, that depends. It depends on if they're outrageously rare or if it's something that's just an uncommon magic item.
You'd almost think that potions of protection of evil would exist.
You would think so, but
getting your hands on them in the amount of time you've got, might not necessarily be easy enough to get. But
yeah, there's that whole attunement thing too. I know
potions don't require attunement; they're pretty much a drink and go. That's kind of their thing. So it might be possible to get the potion, but chances are you're probably not going to be able to get it before everything goes down.
Okay.
You don't want to spend a lot of time away trying to hunt it down, because if you use your spell to go somewhere, if you don't come right back, you're stuck there for a day.
Right.
Before you can come back.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll just leave a message for Jameson, and if he finds anything, he should contact us back. The only other thing that I know to do, so we have no one to cast these spells on us, correct?
Technically, no, because again, the knights are there, and they're going to be fanning out to try to intercept vampires if they move through the streets.
Right.
And the thing is that since it only affects one person, you have to basically maintain concentration to keep it going. Yeah, it's kind of that'd get a little weird.
Right.
You'd have to have your own paladin or cleric right there with you.
And is this just a mind trick, or is it a?
It's charming the individual. So suddenly they view the vampire as an ally.
Okay.
Oh, well, so I have that spell too, actually.
Okay.
Difference is the vampire can do it when they want to.
Oh, and
you mean they have a much greater chance of success, is what you're saying, right?
They have unlimited use.
Gotcha.
By the way, in the chat,
sorry, go ahead.
There's a question in the chat. Actually, Samus already answered in the chat, but for the people listening, Victor says, "I've not read 5th edition. Can protection from evil be cast on a non-good being?" And Samus says, "Yes, it can be cast on anyone."
Okay.
But yes, if
thank you, Victor, Pancake King, Chris. Thank you for watching in the live chat. I just put a link there, by the way. We have a fun poll I put up on our Super Geeked Up page if you guys want to participate in that, which is which super heroine you would like to see a movie made for, and we're going to talk about that at Super Geeked Up this Wednesday. So I hope you can watch that at 11 p.m. Eastern.
Now, I saw a name on that list, Red Sonja. Now, when I think of Red Sonja, I think of, the movie Red Sonja.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
are we thinking about the same person? Or
yes, but it's Red Sonja is a comic book character that the movie was made out of.
Okay.
But it is the same person.
Right.
I put it on there if you would like another Red Sonja movie made, perhaps a little better than the one in the 80s. Not that wasn't fun.
We almost had a Conan crossover there. Come on.
Well, it basically was.
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger was in it, more or less playing Conan, just different.
Yeah.
So, I do want to ask the powerful cleric here, as we're going out around town making preparations and everything. So, an idea going through my mind, if, say, I run out of this sunlight spell, which I think that I can have going for, looks like just 1 full minute. That's not amazing, but it's better than nothing. But so the whole running water thing, I mean, one, we would love to know if you can bless these pits of water around the fortress and these buckets above the city gate. Is that a possibility?
They could. She kind of looks at the water, and I mean, that's a lot of water.
All right.
I mean, certainly I can make the attempt, but it's going to take time to bless that much water.
Okay. Well, could you definitely bless enough water for each of us to say be holding 4 vials of holy water? I would hope
that I can do.
Yeah.
I want to ask the cleric. Hey, can you bless the union of Carve and this hot half elf we're trying to set him up with?
Wow. Maybe later.
and all of our little quarterlings.
Quarterlings.
Right. Quarterlings. Oh, here's an idea. Although I know that we're bullshitting so much and eventually some shit's going to go down. But anyway, so here's an interesting thing that's going through my head. If vampires are damaged by running water, say a water elemental douses a full vampire, or if I were a water elemental and had a vampire swimming inside of me for a round,
I know where you're going with that. No, it's not going to burn.
It wouldn't? That's not running
because
water?
it's not running water.
Okay, so what about this? What if I were to use these pits of water that apparently more than likely can't be made holy? I have the ability to control water, and
again, it's not a natural flowing stream.
Okay,
yeah, that's the key word, flowing.
It needs to be flowing, not just kind of thrown in a direction.
It needs to flow like Tulthus' loincloth in the wind.
Oh, not sure.
All right. Well, I'm just trying to think of ways to help us.
That's my new poem Clean is working on.
So here's another idea.
So you're going to try and outdo Falco.
An ode to the loincloth.
It's
going to be tough to make it worse than his, but I'll try.
Yeah. What if Tulthus, do you have a shield that you normally carry, or do you usually carry it on your back?
He has a shield, but I mean, honestly,
never use it.
He's never used it.
Well, I wonder if we create kind of a mirror on the shield of some sort that could intensify my sunbeam if we come up against like a group of vampires and want to expand.
Have it refract off the mirror
Yes.
shield and hit multiple.
I think the people in the chat weeks ago were saying they should do that with Tulthus' like shiny dome or something. They were joking.
Yeah. But I'm asking the cleric if they think that that is actually a possibility of making that sort of thing work.
It's like, let me ask my god. No.
Kalina spits on Tulthus and starts shining him up.
He thinks it's gross, but doesn't stop.
Kalina just gets out a big vat of like silver polish. Time to shine the Warforge.
Wow.
Hey,
Okay.
Kalina, while you're at it, try polishing the knob under that loincloth.
Yeah, I'm gonna say now I'm gonna find out what's really underneath there.
Okay.
So is that actually a possibility of creating like a larger mirror?
Again,
surface?
no. Due to, I mean, magical effects being what they are, the magic is going to work the way the spell is intending it to work.
Yeah. Plus, in another sense, I guess it would dilute the light, so to speak,
Right.
and not be as powerful in one stroke.
All right.
Although, what I fear most is that all of the obviously the soldiers who are brave enough to stand with us in this defense won't be able to see that well, since again we're assuming this will be a night attack.
Well, naturally, you don't see too many vampires in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it may be a hindrance for them. I don't really think there's a way we can improve upon that.
In the live chat, by the way, Victor says now the stream has a R rating. It usually does, Victor.
Yeah.
And he also says he's trying to help Trip out here with the flowing thing. I don't think this is going to count either, but he says, what if the townspeople built a wheel and the wheel moved the water by human power? I don't think that's going to count as naturally flowing water.
No.
Right?
We just build a moat.
Good idea, though.
It's a good idea. Is there a spring within a half-mile radius? And I'll create a little ditch from the spring flowing into the pit.
You don't have that kind of time.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, did we ever check in with Karog to see if he would be able to assist us in these matters in any way?
Sure. I mean, I send a post to Karog if there is a way to, but
Karog,
he's in the middle.
there's no
forest.
There's no speaker post station at the Sacred Grove.
Yeah, I mean,
you
I
would
could
have to,
certainly step through a tree and then, but it probably would take too long.
So the question is, I mean, you could try to go get him if you're willing to lose a day to try to go get him.
Well, again, it could just be Trip while the rest of us are making preparations.
Well, right. I mean,
but I might step through and I'll be like, oh, the battle's over. Looking around at the burned town, and I'm the only survivor. Oh, okay, time to go back to the Sacred Grove. All right, anyway. I don't know, Tolthus. I'm willing to try, but yeah, I'm just concerned about missing what's going down.
Well, that's you got to decide. Do you want to risk it or not?
Any news from Cyrus?
Cyrus, at least, I mean, he can do this during the day, but at night there wouldn't be any real good way for him to see it very well.
Yeah, no, I'm looking for it during the day. Yeah.
His patrols during the day, he doesn't see any. I mean, he sees caravans sometimes, but these are Orion caravans. So I mean, they're under the banner of one of the dragon marked houses.
And normal stuff.
I mean, I suppose it's possible they could have hired Orion to ship, their crates, where they were going, but I mean, that would be a decent expense to do it. And it wouldn't be the most direct route either, because they'd be going to, for example, here, let me bring you back over.
Now, I do have a question, because Tolthus wasn't around for this. Early on, when you guys encountered this vampiric faction and their underlings, did you guys ever meet their quote-unquote master?
Nope.
No,
Okay.
we did not.
See, I mean, if they're coming from Grey Wall, they're going to be...
Can you ping these for the viewers?
Okay, so Grey Wall is over here.
Yeah, I said, yeah. And then it'll be all the way over here.
Yeah, and then all the way to New Cyre. That's... Orion travels by the roads.
Mm-hmm.
So we're talking, you're going to have to end up going like, up this way, cross the river, down this way, around, all the way to Starlisker, then down to New Cyre.
Okay, so I'm going to dig a river from Lake Bray to New Cyre. There's plenty of time. Just kidding. All right.
Just over 173 miles.
You don't know, big.
Hey, I think big. So something that this is just a side thing that I'm definitely going to be doing throughout the day as I have time. I'm going to be trying to attract any wildlife in the area and doing speak with animals and let them know what is going down and ask them to, any of them that have night vision to set up a cry, a call, or a hoot, or whatever with me whenever they suspect or see anything. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Don't know how long they'll remember that, but
I don't know. That's true.
The attention span of a squirrel.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough.
But okay. So you get more time than you probably expected to have. I mean, it's probably a good week that goes by while you're getting everything set in place and whatnot. But the night finally falls, and there's something that just feels off about the night. While it's been tense in prior nights, tonight just feels different.
All right.
And notably, while you're not hearing, calls of nature that for like an alarm, it's almost unnaturally quiet.
Right.
Out in the woods.
All right.
Sorry, real quick in the chat, listeners may just join us. He says, "I just got home, and you're talking about peeing in the water. What? Wait, we were peeing in the water. Who's doing that?"
Well, Tolthus can't, so.
Okay, right.
Well, I was talking about digging a trench. Maybe you thought I was digging a latrine.
Come on. It's just to repel vampires. Listeners may come on.
All right. So
it's really quiet.
Yeah.
Are we awake? Are we asleep? Where are we?
I would imagine you've probably been shifting your sleeping pattern to be able to be up at night. At least that's what I would expect.
Yeah, and kind of what I'm hoping is that we haven't discussed this, but Carve, if you're willing to be like a lookout up above,
Sure.
On your glide wing, and
it gets swarmed by just a huge mob of bats. And gets
right.
Eaten. And we never hear about it. We're like, man, what's taking Carve so long?
I'll give him ideas.
And Tolthus, I know you have eagle eye. You can see a mile away, so you can be looking for movement.
I do have the goggles of night, so
yeah,
some kind of night vision.
Definitely. And I would say at the moment, I don't know where are we, Kalina? Where are we in this town?
Well, I don't mean, do you think every night we've been on guard, I guess? Are we like patrolling around or something? Or
I kind of feel like we're probably on the battlements of the instant fortress, and they're the
Good vantage point.
Yeah, it's a great vantage point, and in addition to that,
I know what. Kalina's up there, but she's gambling with the guards playing cards.
I'm just going to sit here worrying about what that 2d4 was for.
Uh-oh.
And I'm.
It means I actually won a lot of money in cards.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm listening clearly for wildlife. Like you said, if I'm noticing not much going on, I mean, definitely my senses are going to prickle up. And should we roll notice or anything, or perception, nature?
Okay, so
Not really, because they're
Just
all
roll
gaseous form.
So the tower is a good 60 feet high. Hang on a minute here.
We're still on the main map, just so you know. The map of the continent.
Here's another brief question. Sorry, I would have asked the cleric, but does lightning affect vampires?
Most elemental attacks.
Elemental attacks would
affect them normally. So it's
okay.
They can be harmed by them.
All right.
In the chat, Victor says, so if Carve was attacked by all those vampire bats, says, Carve, make sure you scream loud as the vampires attack. It won't be like a car alarm. Thanks. More than the rest of us.
That'd be a weird scream.
That's how halflings scream. Well, halflings from the Talenta plane, anyway. That's how they scream. Well, that'll definitely. I'm sure that half elf really wants to get me after hearing that.
It's a Talent danger yell.
Wow.
Don't judge my people.
I won't. I won't.
Wink.
All right, so again, folks, please keep chatting away there if you're watching. And remember, this Wednesday, 11 p.m. Eastern, we're in our new season of Super Geeked Up, so hope you can tune in. We do lots of shenanigans there. And Jennifer Kretschmer, who you've seen on this show before, is going to be our guest, one of our guests, as well as Will Christina Wren, who you've seen on our show before as well.
Ask her when she's coming back.
To this game?
Yeah, because I mean, come on, we've got you haven't had pastries in forever.
Sure, I never even used that thing she gave us, that special item.
Okay, so for our tower dwellers, I've made just the simplest of outlines of the tower up at the top. So you're sitting about 60 feet in the air,
Right.
And inside that square is the size of the tower, because it's about 40 feet on a side.
Right.
So who is everyone? Is the whole group on the tower, or?
Well, using my eagle eyes, it would probably be best, because obviously you'd be above those city walls.
You would be.
I think I'm flying around, right? Circling around.
That would make sense.
Yep.
So should we drag ourselves in here or something? Or
Yeah, you can drag yourselves on top of the tower there.
Yeah.
Every time I try dragging, it doesn't work. So can you drag me?
Okay.
All right, I'm in drag now, folks. And then drag. That's what I do in the barn. I'm pretty. So
nothing else goes on for the animals that you always bring to the barn.
right.
You just reenact
I dress
Rocky
up
Horror
for the
Picture Show.
animals. I'm like, what is this?
actually, can you put me there too? I forgot how to do it.
Just grab your name, drag over.
Just name from the. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I did it. But yeah, if you click and hold on your name and drag over, it'll put the token there.
Okay.
So over on the western side is like towards where the wall is, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to say that I'm down there where I've dragged myself.
Okay. So you are watching. Go ahead and make perception checks.
All
All
right.
of us.
Everyone?
Yep. Everybody who's up on the, well, everyone on the roof.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Terrible.
Ooh.
Well, at least Kalina's awake.
Good job, Kalina.
You're looking around, Kalina, and you see a very thin trail of mist slip over the side of the edge of the building. Over here.
Ooh.
Oh, sorry. Nate, can you pop that out so we can see the screen?
Yeah.
Thanks. No, I mean, all right, yo, you can zoom in. I'm sorry, but your character, she was blocking the.
I thought I had popped it out. Here, let me go ahead.
That's what I was asking about. Yeah. All right. So I'm sorry. Where was the mist?
Over here.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right. Well, I'm going to definitely alert everybody about that.
Alarm! Alarm!
All right.
I'll do carbs.
I ready some holy water in my hand. And
Okay.
Are we all carrying holy water?
we've all got
you've-
4 vials.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, sweet.
Alrighty. And the shape, the mist flows quickly towards Finn and forms into a pale man. Baleful red eyes looking at Kalina. You're more observant than I expected.
All right. She's
that
like,
a
damn
Kamala?
straight.
Is that like a dating line? Line?
Yeah, I was like, man, what a compliment. He's a charmer.
I
Oh,
say I wouldn't move any closer if I were you.
And it's probably initiative time.
that
Right.
seems like it. Oh God, my initials are terrible. I'm just.
Am I
glad
noticing
didn't
any of
advantage.
this yet? Or am I just like another side
Oh,
of town right now?
I mean, you will notice it now, but you probably won't act until the second round.
Should I go ahead and roll initiative?
Yeah, go ahead and roll and get yourself in on the initiative. But
Okay.
Both of us playing the bugle.
alrighty.
He is a bugle.
Oh, Chris says, "Where are our adventurers? Is this heaven or something? Because it's all white." This just represents the top of this fortress we've built in the town. Chris.
Yep.
Right.
We died to the afterlife. It's pretty.
This is called. I didn't predict where the players were going to be
Right.
at the start of this encounter.
So I do say, are you the one that they call the master?
He says, "I am," and he lunges forward at you.
Oh,
All right.
Ooh, I
Who's your
detected the master. I'm
Who's
pretty
your master?
perceptive.
Okay.
man, like he's
I
a
don't want to be your slave.
very upfront guy, apparently. Oh,
Yeah, he's not much for making speeches or anything. He just goes in for the kill.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
well, he was also at the forefront of this little attack.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So instead of doing the damage, he grabs onto Finn.
Gasp.
Nope. Gonna drain you.
All right.
and proceeds to go for a bite.
Okay. And I'm bit.
Whew. Whew, man.
Nope, you managed to avoid that.
Thank God.
Woo!
Okay.
In the chat, Victor says the players could have left town to protect common folk from danger. We like putting them in danger. Well, no, I think if we left town, though, we didn't want to leave it defenseless, obviously.
Hey, just imagine if Kalina wasn't here. She
The
wouldn't
town's the
have seen
primary
it.
target.
Exactly. Then you all be dead.
Yeah. All right, so that's it for him, right? Or, well, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm not meaning to rush things because I don't know what.
So wait, so he dodged the bite?
Barely.
I managed to
managed to
dodge,
struggle away from being bitten.
but I'm
and
still
you hear
grappled, right?
Squeaking as swarms of bats come flying in.
Ugh. Detestable creatures.
Okay. So the bats come in and start biting and squeaking and yeah.
Yep.
So they're like normal bats being controlled.
Or
We're about to
vampire
find
bats?
out.
Well, now that's bizarre.
Uh-oh.
It didn't populate the sheet.
Oh, that is odd.
That's very odd. Okay. Well, does a 16, does that hit Kalina? No.
Nope.
Thank God.
We just need some dragons, guys.
Just some dragons.
We know 2 dragons.
We do.
We should call them up.
No, they don't want to get involved.
And 19 isn't going to hit Tolthus, so.
Woohoo!
Alrighty. Carve.
Did the other?
Oh, right. Carve is coming in next round because this happened pretty quickly. So, Finn.
All right, so am I still grappled at the moment?
Yes. It's a DC 18 check to escape the grapple.
Okay, so I am assuming if I change into an air elemental, there is no way he can be grappling me, though.
This would be true.
All right, so I change into an air elemental, and I do a slam attack.
Okay.
Against him, okay?
Right. And your attacks are magical while you're.
Yes, yes. As beast form myself, they are magical.
Okay.
Yeah. But if I summon an air elemental, then apparently not. It would just be
Right.
elemental. So, wow. Slammed for 25, 14
that
bludgeon
will
damage.
So, yep, he gets hit. And
Okay. And as I change into the form and start swirling around, I say, "Bite me!"
yes.
And I'm sure the vampire's like, "Oh, I will.
Give it time.
Give it time. I
So
will
wait.
do it."
Did you hit him? You hit him, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I hit him big time. Hopefully. I mean, I have no idea what his
He's going to have high hit points.
his
I'm sure.
AC is, but yeah, I'm sure he's got major hit points.
Alrighty. So, Kalina, you have
Beautiful.
bats trying to, bite you all over.
Yeah. Well, I don't like those bats. I'm going to disengage as my bonus.
Okay.
I'm going to move over here. I like these bats better. And so are the bats like low enough where I can slash out with my rapier?
Well, I mean, it's a swarm. There are bats all over the place.
You
Right.
can still hit
I could do a melee attack is what I'm at, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're kind of stabbing in at this swarm of bats everywhere, but yes, you can.
Slice and dice.
All right. Yeah, stabby.
Oh man, here comes sneak attack.
Nope, not with that roll, I don't think.
Maybe.
I don't know. They're just bats, right?
Oh, that's true. Is that a miss or a hit?
Hang on. Apparently, like I said, it did not populate.
Yeah, it
And
didn't bring the sheet
So
over.
I'm trying to find the. Okay.
Stats on bats. Ooh, that rhymed.
Bats on bats.
Stats on bats on bats.
Okay.
Pancake King, are you still in the chat? Give me some pancakes.
Ooh, yes, please.
Still need the Duke of Syrup.
I don't know if I can just maybe do that. Is that okay? Rare elemental.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
wearing he's like wearing like a hat and like a wig, like an old-fashioned Revolutionary War wig.
Very nice.
Okay. So that is enough to hit.
It is?
But you basically just kind of nick one of the bats.
Well, wait, but I get a sneak attack then, right? If it hit.
Technically, yes.
Aha!
Okay.
Wow.
Essentially, what I'm thinking here is like, it's more so about the amount of times you hit and how well you hit, because again, it's a swarm of little guys.
Yeah.
Is that?
They take less damage from if it's not an area attack to where you'd be hitting a bunch of them all at once.
What if I did a firebolt spell? Does that help any better?
Oh, fireball would have literally.
yeah.
Not fireball. Firebolt.
Oh,
I have.
No, because it's still a single target.
Okay.
yeah.
I wish
No,
I
if
had
it was-
fireball.
Oh man, if it was a fireball, like all these bats would be gone.
Right. Yeah. That would pretty much that would be it. That would be the end of it.
It doesn't
Okay.
look like he's wearing a powdered wig.
All right.
Off
Tulpas.
kilter.
Let's see. Huh. Almost wondering.
Which bats to attack?
Well, that's the thing. It's like I kind of want to jump on the vampire over there and stuff.
Oh, I could use your help soon.
Hey, come on, man! I moved over here
I
because you were.
know, that's the thing. It's like it was a nice gesture of friendship, and I don't want to just leave you hanging. All right. Well, I'm sure Carv will be here soon enough.
Just be like, you got it, and then run.
So
That's the last time I polish you.
Wow.
if the sounds of battle weren't enough, he will echo a guttural war cry from the top of the tower that hopefully people can hear to alert them that shit's going down, and using his bonus action to rage, and using his main action to go ahead and pump out a couple fist attacks.
It's really a high-pitched scream because he's afraid of bats.
So let's go. Oh,
Nice.
20. Nice. Let me go ahead and switch this back to regulars. Actually, you know what? No, let's leave it. I know I had anyway, but I'm going to be doing reckless attacks. So,
Okay.
all right, that one hit. Kershmash for 11.
Okay.
Clunk. Kershmash.
Good.
Oh, whoops! I forgot to do something.
Uh-oh.
When
Uh-huh.
so let's see, Carv went, or no, Carv didn't go. Finn went. So
Oh, the initiative of the bats or something?
nope. The
Oh,
that's
vampire
one.
swung at the after you hit him, he swung back at you.
Oh, okay.
Uh, but I don't know that hits your. No, it doesn't hit your AC. Barely.
15 air elemental, yeah.
Okay. And so then Kalina went and he strikes again.
Oh,
Jeez.
legendary actions. That's
You get to
right.
strike after every one of a player turns.
Yep.
Yeah, legendary actions.
But wait, does he get to attack who? Anybody?
Whoever's near him.
So Finn in this case.
Me. Yeah.
So
Okay.
actually, Seeing
That's called
another potential target, he moves. Overlying. He moves over here,
Boop.
and no attacks of opportunity. He just suddenly blinks out of existence and appears over there.
Yeah, he misty steps
Jeez.
himself the fuck
It's like
over there.
True Blood vampires.
Now, did he do that at the end of Kalina's turn?
He did that at the end of Kalina's turn.
Okay. Would I be able to rescind my bat attacks and go on him instead?
Because it would
Yeah,
have
you know
happened.
what? Actually, yeah, I'll have to hold off on that so we don't
Okay.
change too much all at once.
All
So
right.
he'll just
What a bummer.
swing again.
what a bummer.
Just disappointing.
Well, there. So the air elemental gets slammed.
Yeah.
For 8 damage.
So I do have damage resistance for bludgeoning. So would it just be 4 damage?
Oh, nice.
Let's see.
It does say that in the description: damage resistance, lightning, thunder, bludgeon, pierce, slash. But it does say non-magical weapons. I guess it depends if that's a magical weapon or not.
Well, I mean, as far as I'm aware, it's typically normal because of all the other tools they have available to their disposal. But at the same time, I don't 100% know, so I can't say for sure.
Right.
I'm going to consider his attacks magical.
Okay.
Magic.
Okay.
He's been around a while.
Yeah, it's fair enough. Fair enough.
Strahd!
Yep.
Not that long.
Right.
Technically speaking, Strahd should be 20th level.
Jesus.
He's not in Curse of Strahd, but he should be.
He should be, yeah.
Okay. So then let's see. So Tolthus hit
Twice.
For
21
and the second
total
hit
damage.
obliterates the bat swarm.
Yeah! And then
Nice.
I'll use the remainder of my movement to go boop, boop, and just kind of intersect in between all of the foes, just to make sure I can reach wherever.
All right. So let's see. After that, let's see.
He gives up.
No,
He lost his pet bat.
Never mind.
Like, my bats.
we'll move to here.
Ooh, is there a belfry at the top of this tower? Sorry.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, the bats
Round
and the
two.
belfry.
And he proceeds to attack Tolthus.
Ah, good. He needs more battle scars.
And he gets advantage on the attack because you recklessly attacked last
That I
round.
did.
Good lord.
Oh, that was nice and bad.
Wow.
Oof. Okay, that. Oh my god, that one didn't even hit.
Jeez. Okay.
Wow.
You have over
Um,
20? See?
Yeah, 21.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Oh, right.
Good job, Beat Shield.
Take a look at this.
What's
it
that
was
purple
wild.
thing? Purple box?
It's the stairwell down.
That's
or
the ladder to go down.
Don't you know ladders are always purple?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh man, what was it? The
All right, so car's up now?
Yep, so it's Carve.
Alrighty. So let's see here. So I'm flying by. Whoosh. And I see what's going on. I pop off a couple of shots at the vampire. Cool.
I think it's great.
Oh, I'm gonna use Hunter's Mark on the vampire too, the master vampire.
Okay. Also, at this point, you begin to hear screams from down below in the city.
Oh no.
Well, maybe if we get the master, it'll make things.
Actually, yeah, is that one more thing that's true? Where the hierarchy of the vampires, if you topple whoever's on top, they underlings essentially stop being horrible undead under his control.
Well, they stop being under his control.
Yeah.
Did I
Maybe they
hit?
start battling it out for who's the new master.
Did the 19 hit? I imagine the 13 didn't.
19 does hit, but the 13 misses.
Excellent.
Okay. He counts a humanoid or not? He's undead though, right? That's what
He is undead. He is not technically human anymore.
Yeah, because they behave much more differently than a regular human.
And he doesn't have the normal bodily processes either.
Nope.
So he's injured, so I get the Colossus strike, and I get...
He is not injured.
Oh, he's not injured? Oh.
He healed on his turn.
Oh, shit.
Okay, well, forget the 1d8, so it's 12 total.
Okay.
Next round.
In the chat, Victor says he's playing I Am Iron Man to help Tolthus out.
Okay.
So we really got to group up on him, guys. He's going to keep healing up.
Yep.
Okay, so that attack misses. Finn.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and jump on top of him, and I'm going to do a...
Hey, geez.
That's awkward.
First, will you?
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and do a Whirlwind Attack. Can I do both the slam and the whirlwind? I apologize. I should know.
Yes, you can.
All right.
You need to do the slam first.
So here's slam. 17. Does that hit or not?
It barely hits.
Nice.
All right. So then I try. So that does 17 bludgeon magical.
Okay.
And then here's the whirlwind. I don't know. You probably don't need all that explanation.
He passes the save.
So no problem.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he takes any damage or anything. Probably not if he saves.
No, it's only if he fails that he takes the damage. So
Okay, fair enough.
he stands firm, and
You get the bludgeoning damage, though?
no, it says you take on a failure, the target takes the damage.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean the slam, sorry.
He got the,
The slam.
original
Oh yeah,
slam
he
damage.
got hit with the slam, but
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm just going to roll really fast to see if I recharge or not. Nope, I didn't recharge, so I have to wait another round or so for the whirlwind. to go.
okay. And so then he takes another swing at Tolthus.
How dare you?
That one
That
gets you,
hits. Yep.
and he is grabbed on.
Of course he does.
Can he suck his blood? Does he have blood?
He
Well,
can
essentially
drain
the
his
life
life energy.
force. Yeah.
Oh, so they can drain life.
it's-
Like Midnight Texas? Drain life energy? I saw
It's
Midnight
just
Texas.
oil.
Did you see it, Marks? Did you see it?
Yep, I watched it.
I haven't seen it. It looked interesting.
Are your okay? We can't get into it right now. But are your thoughts? Did you like it better than I did, or about the same?
I liked it slightly better. It's still. I've watched 2 episodes.
I haven't seen the second one. Does it get any better?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, it's got potential. It's still nothing like fantastic, but it's got potential.
I saw the pilot at San Diego Comic-Con. It was rough.
It looks like it's going to be a knockoff of Preacher.
No,
Well, but I don't know. Well,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's based on Charlene Harris's books, who did True Blood, all the True Blood.
it's a lot. It's a lot
Just-
tamer than True Blood or Preacher. You know, it's on NBC, so
Mm.
that's a good thing or a bad thing, depending upon how you look at it.
The concept's fine. Just the execution was a mess of the pilot. Hopefully, it gets better.
I like. If it'll spoil, I don't think it's spoil. I like the talking cat.
Oh, dude, come on! That was a review. You spoiled the whole thing. Now, God.
Oh,
That's not really. I
It's
don't think
okay.
that's really.
We've all
that's
seen
not really
Sabrina
that big of a plot
the
element,
Teenage
actually.
Witch.
It was surprising, just because all of a sudden this cat starts talking.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's like putting the cat in our games.
there you go.
All right. So, Kalina.
All right.
Kill it. Shoot your arrow.
Just no, I'm gonna do this. I just want to add a little cinematic flair to this. I want to say, like, I run over, I propel myself off Tolthus, and come down with like my rapier at the vampire.
All righty. Though I'm going to make a suggestion and have you go on this side.
Right.
You know, so that you're not ending up landing in the air elemental and getting
No,
thrown
no,
over
no,
the
no.
side.
Well,
What
I
I'll
thought
do
the
is
arrow
if
must-
she's going through me, I'll whip up her skirts
Okay, once
to make it
again, I
more
know you think
cinematic.
I know you think every girl wears skirts, but Kalina like does not wear skirts in this game.
Except for once. And that
Except
was to
for
get
when
into the Earton
Yeah,
estate.
except when she dresses
Oh,
up
yeah.
in disguises.
That's fun.
But I thought, okay, is the elemental there? I thought it was like in the lower two quadrants to the lower left.
Well, it was
No, I
positioned
was right
like
on
this.
top of him because I just tried to whirlwind him around.
Oh, so yeah, so that's why I thought wasn't he occupying the same space as him?
Yeah, sort of, yeah. But at least this way you don't land in the air element.
All
It's
right,
in-
all right.
This is
All right.
awkward.
I'll step
Alright.
back, but I'll still give you a refreshing wind blow of your hair
Oh, well,
to
that's
make
fine.
it more cinematic.
And that will make it very cinematic with the hair blowing. Yes, I agree.
Because you're
Sure.
worth it.
Right. Cover girl.
Oh, that's what that's from. Okay. All right. So anyway, yes, she'll flip off him and come down. Gonna go back to here. My rapier
This is
attack.
the springboard.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness! I can do
Wow.
sneak attack twice.
Is that
Does that
critical?
mean?
You crit with sneak attack as well.
Good.
Yeah. So I do my sneak
So
attack.
double the
twice?
sneak attack damage.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh boy, 34
Oh.
plus 21. What is that? 55, I think.
Okay, so
Oh,
21,
that's 34.
40, 55.
Yeah.
Yep.
Holy crap!
Perceive this.
By the way, see how cinematic that was, guys. See what happened.
Sure, that was very cinematic. We're all saying, "Don't kill him yourself. Leave something for us."
So imagine, folks, she did this like jumpy, aerial, twisting, flipping thing, and then came down with a rapier on him.
He couldn't dodge it because
Okay.
he latched onto me.
Tolthus.
Wow.
You just went straight through his heart with that. Anyway, go ahead.
Being so inspired by the magnitude of awesome that was Kalina's last attack, he will attempt to punch with all the punchy goodness he has within him onto the vampire. Oh, wait a minute. I was using the wrong attack last turn. Oh, well. Doesn't matter. Main attack. Smash. 24 hits.
24 does hit.
Smack. 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 And then offhand attack. Smack.
Oh,
A 16 hit.
Barely.
Woohoo! Smack. Not as majestic, but effective.
definitely.
Hey, Tolthus, after this, I'll give you some lessons on doing some real damage.
He just gives a thumbs up.
She
I'm
says in
jealous.
jest.
And that right there is why the assassin rogue is terrifying.
No
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd be doing even more than that if I was the assassin archetype, right? Damage, I'm sure.
Well, no. It's that the assassin, if they win initiative, on the first attack that they make, they auto crit.
Oh,
If
shit.
if they attack from surprise, they auto crit.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
They get advantage on the attack and auto crit.
Yep.
It's a little dirty.
That's
You
awesome.
don't say.
But I'm not an assassin, folks. I just happen to crit.
Which was crazy amounts of
Yeah, I think
damage.
that's the highest damage I've probably ever done. It was
Yeah,
about-
that was nice. What's even more
Okay.
frightening is that you got usually like less than the average on all those.
Oh, the rolls? Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
14 was fine, but yeah, the other ones.
So I say, Kalina, Tolthus, Carb, it's steak tonight, right? Steak? Guess who's coming to dinner for steak?
The joke really sucked.
Thank you. Oh, yes, it did.
Less jokes, more stabbing.
It really did suck the life out of the room, didn't it?
Yeah, who needs the vampire round?
Oh.
Okay, well then, as the vampire still has Tolthus held close, its burning red eyes bore into Tolthus.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
You will protect me.
Uh-oh.
Resist.
DC 17. Fuck.
Was that does it say? Oh, yeah, that's a save.
Resist.
DC 17 Wisdom save.
Like He has rose
How's your
wisdom.
wisdom? Oh, he's really wise, right? Tolthus.
Let's see.
Victor says in the chat. Victor says he likes the joke. If you mean Trip's joke, Victor, no, I'm sorry. Boo, boo.
Hey, he liked it. He wants steak tonight too. Good luck. Do you have a 7? What's your wisdom, Tolthus?
Oh, that's weird. Well, because of my ring and cloak of protection, I should be getting a +2 to these saving mods, but it's not represented on the saving throw sheet. So whatever this ends up being, it'll be +2.
Okay.
Click.
It may figure it in there. So the vampire is your trusted friend, and you will protect him.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys go way back.
Like a whole 10 seconds. All right, Carve.
I'm gonna pop off a couple more shots at the vampire.
While he's doing that, by the way, I'm assuming since I was so close, I saw the vampire do that.
Yeah.
So I know Tolthus is under his spell now, or
well, you're not maybe certain, but
yeah. I know he might be.
He's looking longingly into his eyes.
Oh, thank you.
So I guess the 21 got him right. So
well, yeah, 21 will hit.
And so Hunter's mark, 1, and then is he injured?
He is injured.
Oh, he better be after that attack I got on him.
If he's healing that fast, it's time to run.
Like run away. So that'd be 20 total.
Okay. Ben.
So I heard what went down clearly. Man, oh man. Question is I think that cleric said that vampires can do this as much as they want, right? Or something like that. Can't remember.
Yeah, so he said there was no limit to how much they can charm.
Jeez. Brutal.
Oh wait, but it seems like they have to get up close to do it from what just happened.
Yeah, for sure.
We're all really maybe he can't charm. Cool. Can he charm you as an air elemental though? I wonder.
He'll get to do a save each round, right? Try to break it.
Well, at the end of my turn, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be every round.
Okay.
What it says is that each time the vampire or the vampire's companions do anything harmful to the target, it gets a new save.
Oh, that's right. Otherwise, it lasts 24 hours. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm basically under his spell.
So you can't.
I can't break this until either he goes down or one of his buddies or himself attacks me.
Let's get those bats to attack Tolthus.
I'm not going to. That's rough.
Oh. They might. I don't know. What depends if he's controlling the bats or not.
Holy water! Holy water!
Yeah, this makes things much more complicated.
Holy water.
So we're not saying that it's whenever Tolthus is attacked that he gets a chance to roll again, or
if it's one of the vampire, if it's the vampire or one of the vampire's allies.
If we attack Tolthus, it doesn't help him.
Nope.
But if we attack the other guys, it does, right?
It doesn't help Tolthus at all.
It doesn't help Tolthus.
Not until we take the vampire out. That'll help him then.
Right. Okay. I guess the question is if... jeez. I don't know.
We need a cleric.
All right. Well,
they're in town somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So,
Carve, you may need to go fly over there and bring some help.
Clearly, this is what I have to do. So this sucks, but I'm going to fly over there. It's just a little ways away. I go ahead and transform into my real self, which is a bonus action. I'm going to do it on this side. And I am going to touch Tolthus.
Mm-hmm.
can I touch him automatically, or do I have to have a roll? I don't know.
Well,
But-
I mean, he views the vampire as an ally, but he's not necessarily hostile to you guys.
Right, because in my mind, I still retain the memories of you. I would be more freaked out than anything. Like, why are you hurting this guy? What's wrong with you?
Right. Basically, Tolthus is going to get in the way.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, he might like deal non-lethal to you to try to stop you. You know, like back off, man. You know, I don't want to hurt you.
Right.
But he's not.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not viewing you as a hostile. You know, you're now a demon and I have to kill you. Kind
Okay.
of thing. It doesn't
Vic-
work that way.
Victor has a good suggestion in the chat. He says, you guys need a big magnet to pick up Tolthus.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'd be
Well,
great.
anyway, I fly to where I am, and my bonus action, I change into myself, and then I touch Tolthus, cast Greater Restoration, which I believe will take. It says it gets rid of a charmed effect, so I'm assuming that will get rid of the vampire's effect on him.
It would.
Okay.
Nice.
So I only have 2 of those. Now I have 1.
Don't tell the GM.
I hate to bring this up.
Well,
I hate to bring this up, but did the vampire get an attack opportunity when he moved, or no? Because he was an air elemental.
Technically, he did, but also the vampire gets one other because it's remembering to do these things. After Carve went, he got an action.
Yeah. Legendary
And-
actions.
okay.
He is
Should I
taking
be-
the bite action, which a charmed victim is a willing subject.
Right.
Ew.
Oh. That's, oh man, if only that was a regular attack.
Yeah.
Nope, but you take the damage because
So and
Well-
he recovered 14 hit points.
So
Well,
he just
since I was still raging, the effect didn't end just yet. What was it? That would be 7.
and you.
sorry. So the vampire just like drained some life out of Tolthus.
Yep.
All right. Well, Kalina will yell at seeing that. Hey, come on! Don't you like hot girls over big pieces of metal?
What's that big lug got that I don't?
Yeah. So when I cure him of his being charmed, I am going to back up a little bit and fly up in the air about 15 feet.
Okay.
Okay.
And then after you go, then he goes again,
Mm-hmm.
and he's going to reach out to Kalina.
Uh-huh.
Oh, there you go. Good. That's
Oh.
Oh yeah.
And he. Whoops! I even clicked the
Oh,
wrong
yeah,
one,
come on.
but that
It still hits.
it would still hit. So you are grappled by the vampire.
Grab.
oh, so no damage, just grappled.
Yep.
He's got you in his arms.
Oh, good. That's more like it. Nice and romantic.
And Tolthus.
Tolthus, you better kill this sucker.
Actually, it's Kalina's turn. She didn't do
Oh,
anything.
I'm sorry, Kalina's
Oh,
turn.
sorry. Yeah.
It's okay.
Didn't mean to accidentally
is my
click
turn?
twice. Yeah, I must have clicked the thing twice by accident.
It's all good.
Okay. Well, first I'll ask him. Wouldn't this be more comfortable back at my place?
Wow.
And then how do I try to get out of a grapple, or can I? what
It
can I do?
is. It's a. Let's see. I'm looking for the. It's a DC 18 escape check. So you either can use
What was it?
a
Strength or dexterity?
dex save, or you can use acrobatics, or acrobatics to try to.
Excellent on
wiggle
both of
out.
those. Now, I thought with Tolthus was grappled, he punched him still. You can still attack.
Yeah, you can still attack. It doesn't prevent you from attacking, but it prevents you from being able to move away.
Ah. So if I roll to escape, I can still move after that if I escape.
If you escape, yes.
DC 18, did you say?
Yes.
No, I'm gonna do acrobatics. Boom.
Oh,
All right.
Good.
Slip right out.
And then I guess I can do disengage as bonus.
Yep.
And then I'll kind of move over here.
I think you need to get a level in Vampire Slayer.
Okay.
Kalina the Vampire.
Kalina the Vampire Slayer. I like it.
It's all this.
All right. Well, realizing that this creature has sunk his fangs into him, and the worst part is, willingly, he just goes to town with right hook, left hook, counterpunch, dick punch. Ooh!
Oh, are you doing reckless?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's a crit.
Oh, that was a kind of crappy roll on the crit damage, but that is 16, 27 for the main hand attacks. And whoop-ah! 15 from the offhand. Nice.
Okay. All right, he staggers. He's looking pretty beat up.
Good.
Looking more than a little annoyed.
Hey, don't rough up too much. That's my date for later.
He dissipates into mist and sails over the side of the edge here.
Carve, no! Stop him!
Can I shoot mist? I don't know if that works.
You don't know. You've never tried.
Definitely keep an eye on that mist.
But there is lots of screaming down below.
Yep.
Carve, you can actually, I mean, if you take your eyes away from the mist, even for a second, you can see there is fighting all over the place.
Damn, the assault's already begun.
I'm going to try to keep track of the mist
Okay.
right now.
Hunt the crap out of that thing. Do the
I'm going to hunt it. That
fly
makes
away
sense.
with him?
Can we all just kind of, I guess, run? We got to get down there, I think, right now?
Yeah, I mean, it'll take a couple rounds for you to get down there.
Into the horror.
Now, this is a crazy idea, but Carve, you had like some kind of wind spell, right? Could we blow this mist into the bag of holding?
It's a wind wall.
Oh, a wind wall.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
So are you basically, it looks like it's heading down, towards the city. So are you sailing down because you're going to lose it in the dark if you don't try to stay relatively close to it?
I'll sell the lure, staying away from the rooftops. So something to
If I can also actually, when the mist went over, I want to jump off and use my featherfall token.
Okay. To sail down to the ground.
Yeah.
And I have the boots of flying, so I'm going to continue
I'll
following
take the
it.
boring way.
Dolphus takes the stairs.
Damn it, I gotta take these damn stairs down to the freaking bottom.
Oh, hey, in the chat, Victor just says, come on, do a superhero leap off the top of the tower. That's what I just did.
Superhero landing. Superhero landing. Come on.
got high acrobatics. Go for it.
So, Carve, as you're coming in lower, make a perception check. Okay.
Oh, no. Oh.
Is that light crossbow shooting Carve?
Yep.
Macy's 19, I think.
So it hits. Because
Yep.
in this, when you're competing with something, you have to either match it or surpass it.
So, let me take a look here. So you need to make a DC 15 Constitution save.
I believe in you.
Yeah, not happening.
Okay, so you're taking the full poison damage. Oh, but it gets better.
No. I think the term you're looking for is worse.
So that's the total from the initial shot. Well, and I'm not done yet. So that's 22 plus another 12. That's 34. And then there's the assassinate.
Is this that one woman?
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
You know, one who can shadow walk.
She's obviously racist against halflings.
Apparently.
And another 22.
Oh my god.
So how much total?
So that was 34
Oh my god.
originally. And then plus
56.
34. So
56.
66.
No, 56, right?
Or
I think it's 56.
sorry, 56. Yes.
Oh, hey, she did as much as I did that vampire.
Yeah.
As you sail over, a bolt sinks into your chest.
Where'd it come from?
One of the rooftops. And you can see her all clad in black. I mean, it's almost impossible to see her on the roof. And the only reason you know is because the bolt sticking out of you managed to see where it came from just before it hit you.
Yeah, you heard the whistling through there.
By the way, Mark, in the chat, Licious May says he just noticed you're not wearing a cool hat like you usually do on the streams.
Oh, sorry. Next
He actually
time.
combed his hair today.
Somnus,
time.
can I still see the mist for sure? I mean, I've been following it. I assume I can.
So how are you? You're doing it how?
I'm flying with my winged boots.
Oh, okay, right. All right.
Yeah.
I'm just floating down.
Because
You can, and you also saw the bolt fly out of the night and stab Carve.
okay,
So you can see the lithe form in black on the rooftop.
okay, jeez. Oh. Does Carve? Are you going down or
He's
I
not
was.
feeling
He's
real
going
good.
down.
you're feeling bad? Okay, so I know this is a little complicated, but this is what I would like to do. And I assume I see Kalina took a dive and she's like getting ready to hit the ground running in the direction I'm going, right?
Well, yeah, I was about to stop this how long it takes me to float down there, but
You're down there and around. It's not. I mean, the tower's 60 feet high. It's not
Okay.
really, really tall.
Okay. Because, I mean, I'm really thinking what I need to do is to go ahead and do a sunbeam attack and begin that on the mist right now. I'm assuming that would hit mist.
Don't know, but you could try it.
let's see.
Interesting. Yeah, jeez. Yep, might as well, because that's what my gut says. So yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. So it does, let's see, 68 radiant damage on a failed save. It has to be each creature must make a Constitution saving
save.
throw.
Yeah.
And it either does full or half damage.
Okay.
So that's a lot of
And so-
damage. So 6.
What's your DC?
Should I roll that or not? My DC is my spell save DC?
Yeah, it's
Or-
your spell save DC.
yeah, 15.
And he failed it. So
All right. So let's see, 6d8.
Oh, nice. 68. That's a lot.
Well, we'll see.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah, because, like, I don't know. I've done some crappy rolls before.
oh, okay.
Could have been
While
worse.
in mist form, it has advantage on Constitution saves.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it does.
Never mind. So it passed it.
Passed it.
All right. Well,
It
So
takes
it
half
takes
of that?
half the
Wow.
damage. Okay,
So half of 27 then?
Wait, again, does damage roll round up or down?
down. Fractions round down. So it's going to take 13.
Yeah.
13
And
radiant damage.
I am, though, trying to get my way away from this crossbow bolt whatever thing.
In the chat,
Crossbow
Victor
lady.
says, "Here comes the sun, and everything's going to be all right now." Oh, isn't that a nice thought?
Oh, thanks. So let's see.
Usually he's like, "You're all going to die."
Don't you have a daylight spell?
I can do this for 10 rounds, right?
Well, he just did sunbeam. Do you mean other than
Yeah,
that?
this is the sun one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he just cast that one.
Wake up, Mark. So no carve just got hit in a bad way. But yeah, I did
Hey,
this
man,
with
he's got a bolt in his chest. He's
a
dealing.
beam of light from my hand that apparently did damage the mist. So that's a good thing.
So, Kalina.
Oh. All right, so that's the vampire is like where I'm actually seeing him pretty much. Like that's accurate.
Yeah, kind of. Roughly.
And he's still a mist
I mean,
form?
it's still up in the air. Yeah, and it's still mist.
How high in the air?
Probably a good, 40 feet.
It's in a bright beam of light sizzling right now.
All right, well, yes, thank you for illuminating it. Okay, so I don't really know if my arrow is just going to probably pass through it or something, right?
Right.
Oh, wait, but hang on. So it looked like we think his magic's thing just damaged it?
It looks like it did. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
possibly.
know if there's sizzling or whatever.
Okay, but it was a sunbeam. We know those damages vamp. Oh, wait.
Right. That's a particular enthema too.
My firebolt should also ideally damage it, spell. I would guess, perhaps. I think that's the best.
Maybe we knew elemental. We had been
We know-
told elemental
We
damage.
know fire damage hurts vampires in their normal form.
Oh, but is it fire damage or is it?
It's magical fire.
It is.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I think that's the only thing the best thing I get to try right now. All right, yeah, I guess I'm gonna throw my hand out and shoot a bolt of fire at the mist. I haven't done this in a long time. Oh, nice. Not a lot of damage, but should have hit him, hopefully.
It passes right through the mist. Again, it's kind of hard. Well, you don't know if it might have burned away some of the mist, but it's kind of hard to tell.
Mm.
It's not like with a physical body when you're looking at it and yep, I put a hole there.
But hopefully maybe it also acted as a flare to bring people over here.
Balthus is running downstairs.
As opposed to running down the tower, would I be able to leap off the side, and how much damage am I looking at if I do?
D6 per 10 feet. So,
All right, I was hoping you were about to say, can I be Juggernaut and just run right through the wall?
although your rage has ended, so because there's no one to attack.
Okay. Well, let's see. How high is this
You're
building?
60 feet up.
60 feet.
So you
that'd
probably
be
take
10d6.
5d6 dropping to the ground.
Oh, okay. Well,
And now if you make me a good acrobatics check, I
about
would
athletics?
lessen that.
You're an acrobatic guy.
athletics possibly help. Actually, wait. I might be proficient in acrobatics.
Yeah, you
I am.
can do it.
Surprisingly, yes. Okay. Seeing that there's now commotion down on the ground floor and people need his aid, he is going to go ahead and jump off the side, roaring fantastically as he bonus action rages.
Don't you want to jump off the other side?
Not just yet, because if I'm not mistaken, the city gate is somewhere in this direction.
I gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah. So he will go ahead and make that acrobatics roll. Oh yeah, 21, baby.
Okay.
All right.
So the acrobatics check will half the damage.
nice.
And then my rage, would that help?
Yes, it would half it again. So
Okay, so I'm looking at like 3 or 4 damage. 3
Yeah.
damage.
Wow.
That's nothing. Oh, so, yeah, in the chat, Victor was telling you to do it. Do it. He did it.
So, once he hits ground level, what's the scene around him?
You can see glowing red eyes not far away.
Of course. So he'll just clang his mighty fists to his chest and challenge to hopefully draw their attention away from any possible other victims. And that'll be it for him.
All right.
All right. Let's see here. Okay. Let's see here. Taking a look at something.
Do something.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, I don't know if you're willing to go back on this, but I just saw something that I think might cancel out what you said. But I don't know. My spell, the Sunbeam spell, it says undead and oozes have disadvantage on the saving throw.
So it would have canceled it out.
Oh, yeah, it would have canceled. The two would have negated each other, and it would have been a straight roll.
So
it's 14 more damage from before.
Okay. All right. That'll change things.
Sorry.
All right.
Sorry, I was doing like the reading. I was like, huh, this is an interesting spell. I've never done it before. Oh. Yeah.
In the fine print.
In the fine print. Yeah.
Here comes the sun. Doo-doo-doo.
Okay. So that'll change things on this round. But
Okay.
okay. She drops off the side of a building.
Oh, there she's waiting. Oh, where'd she go?
Exactly.
Ah,
Nobody has line of sight on her.
I see some other not so nice things though.
Yep.
Very much so.
All right. So the mist looks very thin, and it was going on a straight course, and now it suddenly veers and starts going. Looks like it's leaving the town.
Oh, it's scared. We got him now, boys.
Okay. See how.
And girl.
So I'm trying to be aware of my surroundings and kind of aware of where she went off. This spell has 60-foot range.
Oh, can you move it?
Oh yeah. I can keep it going every round for.
Oh my god, that's beautiful.
For a full minute. So yeah.
Wow.
So
Now,
Yep.
I'm going to impart some vampire lore that the cleric would have given you.
Okay.
When a truly powerful vampire is defeated,
Yeah.
it will return to mist form, at which point it has to reach its crypt or its safe haven, at which point it will reform into its human form and will be helpless, at which point it can be destroyed very easily.
Right.
But while it's in this flight, it can't be harmed any further in its mist form.
Okay.
Stay on it.
Okay. Gotcha.
So we gotta
Basically,
follow this guy.
Once it reforms, it won't be able to do anything until the following day, until the following night.
Right, because then it would just
Right.
be the equivalent of a peasant, right?
Well, it's basically
at least
a corpse that's in a box or wherever it's hidden. It's basically stuck there healing.
Mm-hmm.
For
Right.
like a day.
Yeah.
Come on, guys, follow it. Think of the XP you could get.
So,
Okay.
but all right, you're saying from the noise we're hearing, there's probably a bunch of vampires in the town, right?
Okay. Well, I stand corrected. Once it will start to regain health after it will start to regain its strength an hour after it reforms.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have an hour.
So,
Yeah.
well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to follow this direction. Am I seeing this black figure anywhere around?
Well, you can make a perception check.
Yeah, let me just see.
Dun, dun.
Because, I mean, I'm going to be following this form, but I have, each... Oh, 21.
Ooh, nice.
Okay.
Is the
Blackjack.
I'm sorry, did Carver? I'm looking at the turn order. Carver already went. What did Carver do after the vampire?
Oh, shit.
So, I mean, at this point, let's look at it this way. The mist seems to be heading outside of the city.
Right.
Okay. Carve is already flying. He could probably follow the mist and find where it's going with
Exactly.
relative safety.
Yeah.
There is no way in hell Thorani is going to be able to keep up with the glide wing.
Right.
Not to mention having to get over walls and...
Can you do that, Carve?
Sure. I think I'll
Here's
cast a healing spell on me as I do it too.
let me get this bolt out.
Right. So,
Or I guess I have some healing potions. I forgot how much.
all right. Well, before I start moving crazy, then that's back to where I was. So I see these, I assume, eyes in the dark or figures in the dark that seem to be vampires or of some sort. And I rolled the 21, though. Do I perceive where that crossbolt's assassin is?
You think you caught a glimpse of her moving through the streets, but she's a ways away.
Okay. Well, then what I'll do right now is I'll just, if I don't see any other vampires other than these, then I'll go ahead and just do a bolt of light at this one there. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
At least you don't see any more close by.
Gotcha. All right. So 43.
Oh. And they have disadvantage on that save too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They failed that. So 43 damage.
Yeah.
Of radiant.
It wails and flails around as it smokes, and it's
Okay. Not happy.
no, it's definitely not happy. Okay.
I yell at it. Could you please get in line with the other one? It'd be more helpful. Just kidding.
Kalina.
All right, so just to confirm, when the master vampire gets back to his crypt or whatever, as soon as he's there, within an hour, he can start healing.
Yes.
Hopefully, I'll follow him there.
So
Technically speaking, Carve might be able to finish him off.
Right.
Yep.
So ideally, Carve can. He's pretty defenseless when he's there immediately, right?
Right. He
Ideally.
can't do anything. He's basically a corpse.
All right. So basically, Carve, we're going to leave that to you. Right there. That's the idea, guys. And the rest of us are going to stay here and help the town out.
And then you never see Carve again.
Oh.
But is that before
Yeah,
we go any further? Like, is that the plan? With everybody, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it seems like
That's
it.
the plan.
I don't want to take
Or-
a poisonous arrow, that's for sure.
Or worse, you do see Carve again with red glowing eyes.
You're the abomination.
The
You
immortal.
become what you most feared. All right. Anyway, all right. So then I'm going to actually cast Mirror Image because I don't like the idea of getting hit by that assassin.
Oh, why?
So I've just created because I saw it sticking out of Carv's chest, the vault. So I just created 3 duplicates of myself.
Okay.
And that's my action, right? And I don't know if I'm gonna. I guess that's it for now. Or maybe I'll move down a little bit, like here. All right, that's it for me.
Okay.
Where is Tolthus now?
He's on the other side.
On the other side of the tower, currently staring down several sets of eyes.
Okay.
Oh, are there a bunch up there?
From what I could gather.
Oh.
Okay.
It's okay. They'll be good.
So they. Oh, crud! It didn't add them to the order like I told it to. Okay. Let's fix that.
There you go.
They're fast.
They are very fast.
Okay. Well, he is effectively off the order for right now. Okay. So, Dolthus.
Yes. What seems to be going on up here?
I don't think anything is. Get down here.
You can see some blade marks up the street, and like you see the swordman ranks drop to their knees as mages unleash like a hail of fire over their heads and roast a couple vampires.
Nice.
Great.
It's a perfect opportunity to flank them. All right. Well, man.
Well, we've got some swarms of bats and spawn over on our side.
I think you just need to come down here probably with us. And
well, do remember these two are like about to turn into piles of ash.
Very possibly. Yeah, are there any others close by?
There's nobody else in
Tolthus
sight
can
is
run
basically what he's
after?
saying. Yeah.
Let's see. 15, 30, 35, 40. Then if I dash, I'd be able to get in range. Well, I guess gathering in the current situation, I assume the well-trained swordsmen or blade marks and their mage company can handle the vampires in front.
They seem to be holding their own. I mean, they're fighting in formation.
Right.
I mean, you've seen the blade marks fight. They know how to fight.
Okay. Well, then instead I will go ahead and curve around the building, giving them some various war cries of, uplifting encouragement. And then move the full 40 and then use my action to dash and get in range.
Okay. You find some friends.
I do. All right,
Very friendly guy.
Alrighty. Well, they hiss unpleasantly and begin clawing at you.
Yes, please. Oh, yeah. Woohoo! Oh, that one hit. So let's see, that's 4 more. Drop down to 108. Does it try to grapple me?
No.
Okay.
They're just ripping and tearing.
If they can even see anymore. All right. Go, Carve, go.
And Carve continues to pursue the mist. Now, the mist moves considerably slower than you do, so it's pretty easy to keep pace with it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Out into the night.
Occasional healing potions.
Well, I mean, each time your turn comes up, if you want to down a healing potion and roll the healing, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that again.
So yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah,
Slowly.
getting
Just in case it isn't easy peasy whenever I get there.
getting hit by an assassin, you feel it.
Yeah.
So I'm able to reposition myself here to the limit, and then I am going to do in a line this way, so they'll both suffer the radiant damage.
Gotcha.
Bzzz.
Oh yeah,
Tell this step back for a sec.
yeah.
Don't want to burn your plating.
All right, 30. That's respectable.
Oh my god, they make it even with disadvantage. Nice.
Well,
Oh
one of
wow!
them-
Both made it even with disadvantage.
Oh,
That's crazy.
okay, fair enough. So they take half, so 15 each.
Well, one is looking a little crispy.
Yep.
The other is less so. But you do notice that the one that you burned before,
Yeah.
none of the wounds healed.
Ah, good. Yes.
Yeah, to show them the light.
So
Okay.
we've got 7 more uses of this.
Stab.
Galena.
All right, I'm gonna rush up there, run up there to the vampire, and
End its
slash
life
out with my
abruptly.
trusty rapier.
Oof.
And
Yeah,
do
that's gonna
sneak
hit.
attack.
Okay. Yeah. So you hit what? This one,
Yep.
and it drops.
Cool.
Goodbye.
But you know the thing about
Suck
that.
on that.
Yeah, you need to stab it in the heart. Don't forget that.
Oh, right.
Well, she can't. However, if you proceed to blast everything with
Yeah.
light again.
Will that take care of it permanently? Well, I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
Oh, actually, you know what? Nope. This one crumbles into dust.
Because that was the one that, or they both were struck with the beam.
Yep.
Right? Yeah.
Cool.
Because it won't heal.
Ah,
Because of the holy light that hit it.
gotcha.
Okay, so Tolthus.
So seeing the now dust vampire in front of him, he turns to the other and says, "May all your misbegotten kind end the same way," and promptly punch the absolute shit out of it.
Reckless attacking or...
Oh, wow, no.
Okay.
I'm gonna really set it back. Click. There's no point now. Wow, 222s.
Wow.
And then offhand swing, quaba! Oh, nope, does not hit.
Okay. Nope. Okay. Alrighty.
Go, action, carve, go.
Go, carve, go.
Alrighty. Well, we'll see what happens here.
Can I try perception and see if I notice anything else in the area?
Oh, hello.
Oh?
Oh boy, he just rolled something.
Uh-oh.
Yes, I did.
No?
And basically, if it had been a miss, nobody would have seen anything. A crossbow bolt comes out of the night and slams into Tolthus.
Of course it does.
Since she has advantage on the attack from
Mm-hmm.
striking from the darkness, and
Right, because we didn't know she was there.
so you want to go ahead and make that DC 15 con save?
Sure, I would love to.
Oh, he's great at con saves.
I'm good.
There you go.
So you take half of the poison damage, so that would be 13.
Okay.
You also take the 5 piercing damage, and then
What was I supposed to half the 13 or
Just
just
13 was the half, I think, right?
first 13 was the half for making the save.
so then I'd half that with my rage. Oh, okay.
Wow.
Oh my God, 4 ones.
Wow.
That is
What? What?
Wow.
What?
I've never seen Nate so speechless before.
It is not her day.
It was with
Yeah.
Carve.
Yeah, right.
Oh, hey, Carve, here's some nice news. Victor says, I wonder if a flesh golem is guarding the vampire's crib.
Oh, if it is, you should run.
go faster.
No one will see what happened if I ran away. Got away from me.
It eluded my vision.
Okay, so she ducks back into the shadows.
Can I see if I perceive where she is?
Well, yeah, she has the default ability though.
Okay,
so
I didn't see her at all.
no, I mean, did you roll or?
No, I haven't yet. No,
Okay, go ahead and roll. I'm just. Her abilities make it higher than a 14.
Right.
So
okay.
Wait,
Fair enough.
can we all do that? Or
you can, but honestly, the reason he gets to roll is he's up in the air.
Right.
She's attacking from the rooftops and then dropping out of sight. So he has a chance to notice simply for the fact that he has a different vantage point.
Okay, yep.
Okay. So, is there, well, I just don't know. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and back up over here to give myself partial coverage from,
Oh, yeah, that's right. Which direction was Tolthus shot from?
You were shot from over this way.
let's see, I'm trying to see. Oh, from over there?
Yes, over there. So you wouldn't really have cover.
You're right. Is there a house close to the fortress?
There's several houses close to the fortress.
Can I just like get some kind of slight coverage in the air behind a chimney or something?
Okay, well, I mean, just remember your view won't be as good. You know, it may be harder to aim those bolts if you're...
It is true. Well, anyway, can I get in a position? I mean, I don't really roll for the bolts, so...
Right, all right. So you can try to put some sort of minor obstacle in the way to that direction.
All right, fair enough. So 27, unless it makes a save.
Odds are against it. Nope.
Yep. All right.
Although the last time was pretty ridiculous.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Doesn't take it down. Doesn't fall and dash.
No, but it's looking very burnt.
Yep.
Extra
and of course,
crisp.
it's not healing.
Yeah. So what I do is I shoot it, and then of course, you know, then I can use the rest of my movement, right, to duck behind the wherever chimney.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Carve continues to follow it as it sails further away at a whole 40 feet per round. It's a nice relaxing flight for you.
It's gonna be like miles away.
This is what I should do for a living. Hunt
He brought a
mice.
book. He's reading a book. How to pick up half elves.
Finn.
Finn just went.
Finn just went. So
Kalina.
Kalina.
All right. So since Finn just set this one up again nicely for me, whoops, she will dash in there and try to eliminate this one with her trusty rapier as well.
Poke.
Yes. Good job. 20.
Oh wait, yours 12 is there. So sneak attack.
Step.
Aha. 27.
Wow. 27.
Yeah. And it goes to dust.
Nice. I am Kalina the Vampire Slayer. Two of them.
I helped.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, no, it's because you guys set them all up for yourself.
Okay.
I think we've got an assassin to hunt down.
So, I mean, there's certainly more screaming and more fighting. I mean, where do you want to focus?
Well, that's another thing.
Where's the most screaming coming from?
I mean, Finn can get a more of a better view because of flight.
Okay, I try to get a better view without exposing my head above the chimney.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. You can actually see an area further into town that is near the Golden Swan, which is a couple streets over, and you can actually see the Knights of Thrain fighting a pack of vampires there.
All right. Why don't we run there?
Okay.
That works. Tolthus will pull the bolt out, crack it in one hand in half, drop the remains, and says to whomever is shooting him, "But what you do in the dark shall be brought forth to the light, filth."
Good one. Yes.
You should write speeches.
He should. They're short.
Yeah.
I like
And
it.
to the point.
Personally, I love his character speech to Tobin the Many. So
What was it?
so that was I ran a separate thing, but he basically told a villain off and then ran like hell.
Oh wow, you don't see Tolthus funny for
challenge, but not suicide. Challenge, yes. Suicide, no.
How many rounds would you say it takes us to get over there? I'm just marking off the duration that I have left on the sunbeam.
Well, you can probably get. I mean, you don't have to go around the houses.
Right,
you
right.
can fly straight there.
Okay.
So I'm thinking you can probably get there in around maybe 2.
Okay.
The rest of the group is probably going to take 2 or 3 rounds to have to go around the houses to get to the Golden Swan, which is a tavern.
Okay,
And,
gotcha.
Bring everybody over here just so that you have an idea of where you're going. So you were over here, and now you're
Heading to the gold.
over. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Now, obviously,
See, that's just 25 feet.
yeah, the map is not to scale.
Time. Just kidding.
Yeah, those are really small houses.
Wow.
You know, like 5 feet by 5 feet.
Yeah, don't step on them.
I didn't know this was a game of Monopoly.
Right. People just kind of go in their closet and sleep.
Ah.
Because that's the whole size of the house.
Wow. Okay.
All right, so he's flying, and then Tolthus and Kalina are like running over.
Yeah, and so with your help, I mean, the vampires don't last long.
Right. Swing, dead.
Well,
Right.
I mean, considering you guys coming into backup, and you're basically watching as, you know, the paladins' blades are igniting with holy light as they butcher vampires.
Right.
Uh,
They just go to
Yeah.
little piles of ash.
these vampires chose a poor fight.
Oh, yeah. Yes, they did.
Basically, Nora is like, there's a large group of people that have taken shelter in the Swan, and we've kept them at bay, but I saw more of them that were heading north.
Let's see. Up north, past the Golden Swan?
They headed along the alleys in between the houses. She says, from the little bit of familiarity I was able to get, it sounds like there's a watch station up north. The other thing that could be up that way is the Green Maiden, which is the tavern that you've met with the widow a couple times, and actually where you met Mara, Jen's character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Let's definitely head that way. And we let Nora know about there's an assassin with the crossbow hiding in the shadows that definitely has poisonous bolts, and she's shot a couple of us.
Yeah, Tolthus will tell her that she's a reject from Thorani.
Yep, but keep an eye out. Definitely evil.
Okay. So you move up along the streets, kind of move between the houses and whatnot. Kalina can just kind of be the marker. Heading towards the green. It doesn't look like the watch station is under siege at the moment. As you come up towards this intersection, you actually see Halden and a group of blade marks.
Okay.
Coming down the walkway, and he gives a nod to you guys. We've encountered a few, taken them out, but a good few were wounded. We've just put them in the Green Maiden. They're kind of pulling the tables together to kind of do a triage station there, because there's the room to do it in the tap room.
Great.
Tolthus will quickly ask how they were wounded.
He says claws, bites, but nobody's dead.
Very well. Let's see.
Wait, sorry, did you say the vampires are still here, or they just
No,
left?
They destroyed the vampires, but the several of the men were badly wounded in the fighting, but they're still alive.
Good job. We fought the master vampire, and our compatriot Carve is hunting him down now.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right.
We just heard that. Where did that come from? I don't know. Where Carve?
Just in the background of the Black Claw.
Of the Black Claw. Okay. So let me see here. I'm just looking something up.
Meanwhile, at the vampire's crypt.
Meanwhile, yeah. Unfortunately, it takes a little time to get to that crypt.
Let's see. Actually, does Halden have any battlefield information? Like, is there currently any fights that are obviously not decided yet? Because this place is in chaos at this point.
Yeah, he says. I mean, we've basically been roaming, looking for anyone needing help. I mean, you can see Halden is roughed up a bit.
Yeah.
Right.
So, just in brief, I tell all wounded to gather around in the building. I just run inside, bring out the staff of healing. I ask, of course, Tolthus to gather around. But basically, anybody at a 30-foot radius, I'm just going to go ahead and do this mass cure wounds. Let's see what happens. 21. Everybody's healed 21.
Okay, so they're definitely looking better.
All right.
At which point, well, I mean, Halden was still outside with the blade marks. Is the group going inside, or is it just Finn going inside?
The group's going inside.
I was asking. I was actually trying to get the whole group to come in, including Halden, to get
and his blade marks. So
well, it's going to get a little crowded in there. I mean, he's got like 10 guys with him.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So I guess me and Tolthus, Kalina, were you injured at all?
No, actually, I wasn't injured at all. I'm good.
Okay.
Okay.
As you come back out, Halden basically says, we're going to start moving on, and all of a sudden a crossbow bolt sticks out of his eye.
Oh, God.
Damn
that bitch.
And Halden's body staggers back and falls into the dirt.
Okay, does it look like there's any way to...
Is he dead?
Oh, if he's not, I don't know what dead is.
Right.
Yeah, does it look like there's any way to put a heal spell on that?
Well, he's beyond that at this point. It would
beyond
require revivification or some sort of resurrection.
Well, I can do that, but let's not do it right now.
Yeah. No, immediately Tolthus, at just a mad dash, runs over to, pick his body up and scan the surroundings to make sure there's no more incoming bolts.
Well, again, in the dark of the night, she disappears.
In the chat, Chris Hadley had said that, yikes, and Victor says, that stings. And he says he's just resting, not dead.
Right.
You got something in your eye there.
He's only mostly dead.
Oh, no. Well, what's the time limit on your spell, Finn?
I would think it's done by now.
No.
For reviving, I think it was 24 hours or a week.
Oh, it's 10 days.
10 days, yeah.
Okay.
Well, okay. The whole reincarnation. I mean, he may not come back as human, so he may not be willing to. Because
if he is willing to come back,
right? Because again, if he doesn't come back as human, he won't have his dragon mark. He won't be House Denaith anymore.
Exactly.
He'll be alive.
He'd be alive, but he'd basically be losing his status as Sentinel Marshal and everything else.
Is the cleric?
The cleric doesn't have that kind of power.
Oh, damn it!
I mean, very few clerics on Eberron have that kind of power.
That's right, because we're basically at the point where we're pretty pimp-ass motherfuckers in comparison to everybody else.
Yeah, you guys are some of the most powerful people on the planet.
Yeah.
Right now.
Am I remembering correctly? Is Holden the one who knew about Cassandra, and that's how Kalina found?
Yeah, Cassandra was the one working with him, and that she was on a mission for him when she disappeared.
All right. Well, then yes, like with Tolfas, then Kalina would have rushed right over to him and been very upset with this.
To keep him out of at least his body from out of any further conflict, he'll rush it back to the watch station, as opposed to the Green Maiden, because he doesn't think that there's anyone to really help in this instance.
Right.
And for Finn and Kalina to track down that stupid bitch.
Yeah. Is there any way we can try to track her? Like, Kalina's like fucking pissed right now.
Well, can I roll a perception just to see if I would have seen where the arrow came from?
You certainly can. I mean, you did see she was taking another shot from a rooftop and then dropping into the shadows to disappear.
Terrible.
Well, we can both do it this time, right?
Yeah, I rolled a 7. I hope you do better than me.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
21.
Well, again, you don't have line of sight to her.
Right.
There's nothing for you to see.
Yeah, you have to.
But Finn wasn't in the air either. That's why I thought.
I thought Finn was still in the air.
Well, I mean,
then he could go
come into the house
to see where it was from.
Yeah, I mean, he went up into the air, but he lost her. Okay. But again, you didn't have the advantage of the overhead view.
You know what?
Catch her.
This is what I do. I'm casting Conjure Animals to dire wolves, and I tell them immediately to try to sniff her out.
Okay. So you'd have to get them over to where she was before, so that they can pick up her scent.
Okay.
Because at least right now, where you've summoned them, they aren't near where she was.
Okay.
But this is where we have to stop tonight.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough.
Holden! We'll avenge your death.
I get shot, hurt really bad, and you're like, eh. Then she just keeps not that NPC.
Hey, we knew him longer than you.
Oh.
I'm totally kidding. You're still, come on, man. You were only like halfway down, right? You were still plenty of.
I was only halfway dead.
Oh wow!
Hey, we mourned your Darkwing.
That is true.
That's true. Yep.
Another NPC.
Right.
Oh, jeez.
Wait till you go down to like 1 hit point.
Hopefully,
I've
that's
actually been
not
at 0
happening
hit points.
anytime soon.
No, don't worry. If you die, you're coming back. We don't know what. But I actually have all those special ingredients now.
I'll come back as a glide wing.
Ooh, that would be interesting.
Oh, Victor is definitely on for hunting her down.
Oh yeah,
Right.
he wants us to hunt her down.
Yep.
Yeah, same here.
Gonna send the wolves after her. We'll find her.
All right. So there you go, folks. Next time we play Dungeons & Dragons that we look forward to, probably trying to hunt down that assassin. So thank you very much for watching, of course. I think so next week we'll probably go back to Lady Blackbird, try to wrap that up in the next 1 or 2 sessions. It's another steampunk game we've been playing, and then 2 weeks from now we'll probably do this again, right, if we go back to kind of our schedule we had going on before San Diego Comic-Con. So we'll probably see you for D&D in a couple weeks, and then next week for some Lady Blackbird. There's only done a few episodes of that, so you can catch up on the website if you want to read up on what we've been doing there, which is supergeekedup.com. And let's see, there's a Patreon page, of course, if you really dig what we're doing. I know Victor and Lister's mate in the chat are supporting us there. Thank you, gentlemen, very much. We appreciate it. And you will be seeing it, like, hopefully in the near future here. You're going to see some cool changes to this in terms of the streams. I'm actually getting a new webcam tomorrow, so we are using your money to good use. So hopefully you'll see some improvements visual-wise on the streams. And all right, let's give us some links out. Trip.
Sure. I've got a fun steampunk web series called The League of S.T.E.A.M. You can just check us out at leagueofsteam.com or on YouTube at League of S.T.E.A.M. I also have a new sci-fi short film project with some really impressive people are involved. If you want to check that out, you could just like us on Facebook. Just check out The Boogies. It's just the, and Boogies is spelled Boogeys. And like our page, and you can catch up on all the news about The Boogies.
All right. And Marks.
You can check out my parody film of Trip's movie called The Boogers.
Oh, nice! The Boogers.
You can check out stuff I'm up to, book I wrote, whatever else I'm up to, including the podcast I co-host called GenreTainment, over at markspile.com. And also you can find me over at Twitter at Mr. Marks.
You can catch my parody film of Marx's parody called Boognado at... Never mind. Let's go over to Nate.
I could totally see a first grader like drawing that. What is that? It's Boognado. A tornado full
by the
of
way,
buggers.
in the chat, Victor says his hound dog named Sherlock can help find that assassin. I think that would be a good help, actually.
Yes.
Yes.
Cinnamon.
I guess NPC pet.
Yeah. Good. Nate, links?
Yes. Well, you can catch me here with these lovely, lovely gentlemen that I've obviously grown accustomed to, and the crazy crap that we decide to do. Other than that, if you require any sort of voice dubbing, narration, voice acting, etc., please hit me up, because I am Uncle Muffles on various social media platforms if you want to have a good time.
Sorry, every time you say that. I can't keep it straight.
I want to have a good time.
All right. We'll hit them up. All right, anyway, and Sam.
Well, of course, you can see me here causing mayhem and bloodshed for this fun group. And, of course, join us here because we got lots more games to go.
Mm-hmm. If there is a game you would like us to test out, folks, feel free to suggest that. You can do it in the chat. You can tweet us at supergeekedup. You can go to the website. There's a contact form. You can send it that way. Because actually, those have proven to be fairly popular. Like the Fate ones we did, actually, we keep getting a lot of views. I've been seeing lately, so that's cool.
Awesome.
So there's other stuff.
Fate's a big game. I mean, there's a lot of things out for Fate.
Yeah, and we had a great turnout at Comic-Con too when we played at Fate, so that was cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. All right, and again, supergeekedup.com. You can find all the different shows I do. Of course, Super Geeked Up Live, our geeky chat and improv comedy show, Wednesday nights at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. Our third episode of this season is this Wednesday. Jennifer Kretschmer, who has been on this show and then been on Super Geeked Up, is going to be a guest. Christina Wren, who's been in Man of Steel and Batman v Superman, and she's been on a few times in the past, will be a guest as well. Francis Fernandez will be a guest co-host. Who you've seen him before as well if you watch the show, and we'll have a lot of fun there. And go over to the Facebook page, Super Geeked Up Live, and we have a cool poll going on there now about which superheroine you would most like to see get their own movie, and we'll talk about that on Super Geeked Up this week, actually on Wednesday night. And right now, Black Widow is leading. I'll give you a little heads up. Yeah, and Rogue and X-23 are tied for second, I think. So, but you can cast your vote. You can change that up, folks. You can write in your own vote too. Somebody actually put a vote for my character Darkstar for my Supernatural series. So it was actually Tammy Anderson is her name. She told me. So thank you, Tammy, for that. I love seeing her on there with all the other more well-known heroes. All right, and she's not even a hero; she's a villain. That's cool. All right, so that's it for us tonight. Wednesday night, hopefully see some of you for Super Geeked Up, and then next Monday here for Monday Night Mayhem. All right, thank you very much, folks, and we'll see you soon. Have fun adventuring, everybody. Bye.
Goodbye.